everyone. Good evening. Yes, Steph, what you eating? Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Mariah about died.
I love Steph's facial reactions. She kills it. Turning our attention elsewhere. Good evening, everyone. Definitely don't watch Steph eating the goodies from her box. We are not paying attention to this.
Rage eat.
Awesome.
Sorry,
Hands up the bottom of the box. Okay. Yes, we are a serious program.
Are we though? No. So serial, guys. So serial.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Woo, we've got so much going on. So much. And our heroes in their journey to save Caelynn after all they've been through with her. Oh my gosh. The ups and downs. And they've band together. They've journeyed a month together through the woods. They've had some scary moments with rain. And yeah, kind of looming over some of them, and descending down that cliff last week. Oh my gosh! Now they've walked far enough in this disgusting humid pit of a swamp, to reach swampland, where Mort had a very powerful interaction with Shard. But I have an actual scene setter thing. I don't know that we have much else to kind of cover. I mean, there's a lot going on, but you have to watch the episodes for that. You know what? Why not put in our YouTube thing since I'm caught up with that? Check out previous episodes of all our content over there on YouTube. So we'll set the scene. We're a couple of weeks of travel away from Caelynn. It's just powerful in itself. Okay, here we go. I forgot I had on my other thing with my notes, I had our Madbird Discord thing up, and it was a Deadpool and Bernie's lap thing. So I pulled this aside. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. Oh, right. And players, if you wish to, by no means do you have to, I have our music up and playing. And you can listen along in Discord if you right-click on. Okay. Here we go. Opening scene. Hang on. I don't think this music befits the opening scene. So give me a quick second.
I just turned on. I was like, wait, what? Are we in a tavern all of a sudden?
There we go. That's a little better. Together, you continue your journey. Down here in the sunken kingdom of Thelaria, the heat clings to your bodies, hanging like a steaming, wet skin. Your legs begin to ache as the resistance of the murk and mire you've been walking through begins to take its toll. There is no sun down. Instead, there are banners of wispy light illuminating the mist and fog above, creating a diffused light akin to moonlight which shines down over the lithe trees and muddy swamp persistently, day and night. Still, you have traveled for at least 8 hours today, though your legs would argue longer, and you've decided to set up camp for them. The meat from your rations almost cooks itself in the heat. As the cooking fire crackles, tents and beds are set up at a distance. Along the perimeter of the camp, Mort steps away with something in his grasp. Alone, he confronts the goddess of darkness, night, secrets, and caverns, Shar. He discusses matters and ultimately turns down her offer of accepting her bracers and playing a role as her champion. Shar ensures Mort that they will meet again. Somewhere, only 2 weeks' journey away, the one and only chance to save Caelynn. Let us continue through the murky swamp, onward together. But there is no other way to make this work other than standing shoulder to shoulder as the friends and heroes that you are. You march forward to save the life of a dear one and stave off the advance of a great evil that most can only tremble. Shore yourselves, heroes. Prepare yourselves, friends. For soon you will stare the raw power of a pure evil directly in the eyes, and she won't blink. Play some Stormfall. That's it. Here we are.
See?
Just kidding.
I'm still sending that. I don't care.
All right. So Mort, you would head back to the group, I suppose, after your encounter with Shar?
Yes.
Okay. You see that camp has kind of been set up. That fire's crackling. Tents distanced, so as not to be any closer to that flame. Hubbub begins to die down as you settle in. Anything any of you would like to do this evening? I'll start with Mort, since you just had that interaction, in case you have anything you want to do after that.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay.
He's just going to be thinking upon what just happened, of course.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else? Anything for tonight? Now that you've made it to the bottom, you've traveled a day, you're in this muck and mire of the swamp with some trees and other such stuff around. New environment altogether.
Do I need a reroll for my wisdom saving throw?
No.
Does the last trick saving throw still stands?
Ooh, soon. We will see.
As Garrick walks away from Oren, he remembers what he was going to say and spins around and says, "Oh yeah, Oren, I can kind of upgrade your armor or your main weapon. So just keep that in mind."
Oh, that would be handy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Takes about an hour to do, so.
Okay. I'll keep it in mind. I'll consider what I want upgraded, and I'll get back to you.
Sounds good.
Okay, it's the wet, damp air down here. Fills your nostrils and... Everyone gets air to settle in for the night. One last check. Anyone have anything for tonight?
I think Sam mentioned something last week. I don't know if she told you anything about it. I don't know what it is.
No. Okay, no, she hasn't. We can plug things back in if she ends up popping back. Okay, thank you. All right. Night falls. Question mark, as there's the persistent light here from the diffused in the fog above and mist above. However, everyone is able to get a good night's rest. Rain, you feel particularly refreshed when you wake up in the morning.
Do I dare? I just look down and just examine myself.
Oh, make a perception check if you would.
Oh boy. Ah!
I do that.
Ill prepared. My actual dice are on my bed.
Oh, no worries.
You know what? Hang on. Just F off. Character sheet. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at... I'm just... A perception, you said?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to put it in the dice tower.
Oh, yes, I love this dice tower. Right, where are you at, dice tower? Oh, hang on a sec. Let me click on this. top of it. Sorry. All right, here comes a mysterious roll. Okay. You look down, aside from being just, you feel recharged, you feel energetic, you feel good. You still feel pretty, it's swampy, literally. And you can feel a little bit of that sweat beating up and such. But, of course, your form is mostly, I'd say, like 85% solid, 15% like that dark smoke that comes with Shatterkind. That trails behind you, at least in your case, with other background stuff. But this morning you feel a little more energized, a little more powerful, and perhaps it's closer to 75% solid form, 25% kind of smoke.
Do I just see the smoke just billowing from the feet?
It's more that whenever you move, the smoke kind of trails behind in movement, and that lasts a little longer. It's a little heavier, denser.
Okay, I just start walking. Just out of the tent. Just to see.
Yep, same thing. Trails behind. So it's something that you might pick up on. It'd be a little more, because you are used to seeing it each day, a little more difficult for others, but...
Okay. Alright. Okay. I'll just find the others.
Okay. You step out. I imagine some of the others are already getting up. I picture Rain as a late sleeper inner. But if not, that's fine, of course. You get out. Everyone's waking up. Is there anything before setting off on the journey today that anyone would like to do?
Can I find water and
Plenty of water. It's all pretty mucky.
well, water's water. Monkey or not, I'm gonna create water. To see if my spells are depleted.
Yeah,
Like
works
last
just fine.
time. Okay. I just wasted a spell slot, but that's okay. No.
Devon is just gonna get up and stretch and grab her staff and while everybody's like when we're about to set off and stuff and start walking, she'll just start muttering a prayer under her breath to Ilmater.
Let's see, you don't have a holy symbol. You
I have nothing, guys. It's my own damn fault.
Right. Oh, that's right.
It's fine.
Yeah, we'll get you some. You feel a bit of warmth. You feel like you're definitely on the right course. You were, guided in that prayer back at the keep on that same day that Emil was by his deity, and you felt like this is a task that you need to complete. Who is suffering more right now than Caelynn? Who's more oppressed in her own body than Caelynn? You feel that continue on, carry on. You're doing the right task. All right, so it's going to be journeying for about a week before you come across anything or have taking the route that you've taken, assuming that you are continuing on course with a map. Sorry. So, how would you like to? Is anyone going to be doing anything in particular as you navigate this next week? Does anyone want to be a lookout? Does anyone want to guide everyone to make sure they're staying on the path and so forth?
Or we'll keep a lookout for anything.
Okay.
Use this perception.
Oh, I'll help Arwen with the lookout as well.
Okay.
Feeling refreshed.
Is Callie still doing lookout as well?
Callie, right, she was watching for the portals, but down here she did mention last session that there aren't any down here. So she'd probably check in and see what you'd like her to do. What can I do, Emil?
Probably worth teaching Callie how to be a little bit better of a scout. I realize this may be a big task, but...
Oh.
So, Callie...
I think, yeah.
I realize there are less portals around, but are there things around that might, say, eat elves or humans?
Oh. I'm not sure. She kind of looks around.
Maybe that's something you could do as we're walking, is give us notification of anything around that might eat us.
Okay. I'll turn invisible, and I'll sort of do a circle around everyone, just to kind of keep a lookout. Does that sound good? Yeah, that's something a great survivalist would do.
Just give us as much warning as you can, but not so far away that you're not safe, or that you might miss something that could sneak up on us.
Okay, I won't go further away than 90 feet. That way I
90 of your feet or 90 of my feet?
She looks down at her feet and then yours. I never thought of that. Yours. Yeah.
How high up will you go?
Oh, I thought I'd stay.
You might get a really good view from up high. I don't know.
Oh, you're right. And I might be safe. Not that I need to be safe. I can take care of myself and everybody. But yeah, I think I'll go up 40 of your feet. Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. You too. We'll keep you safe. She buzzes off to go do something.
Confidentially, I don't think it's going to help, but Callie's going to feel useful.
Nice. All right, so we have Oren, Rain, and Callie on the lookout. Garrick, did you have something?
Garrick can help do some wayfinding if there are any survival checks that need to be made or anything like that.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
At some point, I guess if it's a week-long thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it with both Erwin and Devanya. I'll get them together and explain that I went over my notes over the rituals, and if it's the third one with the crescent moons, we have to do the reduce and enlarge, and then the animate. I can't do both. They're both concentration spells, so one of you will have to take the second spell and the second scroll and be ready to use that second scroll after I'll keep the reduce and enlarge, and I'll offer it to both of them. I guess whoever wants to take it can take it, the animate object scroll.
Yes. Yes, anything I can do to help.
Thank you.
She'll go ahead and take it and put it in her bag. Are you okay? Mort,
I just they'll hesitate for a moment. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so perceptive, because who I feared it was tormenting me. It was Shar. I had a conversation with her in the woods a couple nights back.
but that's not. Why?
The why, I have no idea. I just simply cannot fathom why that particular deity that wants anything to do with me, because I certainly don't want to have anything to do with her.
Well, just be careful. I trust you, but be careful.
Thank you. She said she would see me another time, so persistent, but I don't see how my answer is going to change.
Okay. Well, if you ever need help, I'll stand by for you.
I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate your concern. It's just, I hate having this just loom over everything that we're trying to accomplish here.
Do you think it's part of the whole Ormia glitch? It seems like everybody seems to want a piece of something from this thing.
It was tough to judge. I don't know. They acted like this wasn't really a big deal for them. That they were thinking of bigger things. At least selling it that way. You know, trying to make it seem more grander. But
trying to figure out who comes out on top.
That's what I agree with you. I thought maybe that they wanted to somehow influence what was going on, but they seemed like this was, I hate to say it, no big deal for them in the grander scheme of things.
It's kind of strange. Has she contacted you before?
No, before she preferred playing games, tormenting me, basically creating illusions of peril for others that I would have to react to, and then playing hide and seek with these bracers. I would leave them behind and they would show up.
The bracers are from Shar.
Yes, she confirmed that.
She might. God, stop me. And you tried getting rid of them.
Yeah, I put them in the desk drawer. They appeared under my pillow that night. I just assumed that if I try to destroy them or ditch them, they're just going to show up.
Have you tried destroying them by magic?
Not yet. No. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know how. I could. I guess there's a few things I could try, but my thoughts right now, to be honest, as long as they're not pressing the issue too hard with what we have ahead of us, I don't want to complicate things by provoking a reaction from them, if you know what I'm saying.
I think it's kind of a little late for that. But don't worry. We'll figure this out. It'll be okay. And I understand you not wanting to tell everybody, and you know, there's a lot going on. So I won't say anything unless you have said something. I will respect that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No need burdening everybody. Well, I should. You know, that's the double-edged sword. Do I burden everyone with this, or with this knowledge, or? But if I don't tell them and something happens, then I would have withheld information that.
Do you believe that there will be harm to them if you don't tell them the information?
I don't think so. I think they're just after me. I think, but if I keep refusing, they might go that route to try to persuade. I don't know. That's difficult to say.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Who do you pray to if you have one?
Well, that's the sticky thing. All my life, I've sort of been irreligious, just going about my life, relying upon knowledge and education as became sort of not so much a faith, but just something that I found relevance and a basis in, if you can understand what I'm saying. It seemed easier to understand things I could see and do and think about.
Of course.
I tried reaching out to the second half of the coin, her sister, Selune, but that didn't go well. That's when the bracers showed up.
Oh. Wait, what did her sister say?
I never got a response. I had Rain make Emil was very kind to make a makeshift sort of holy symbol to Selune, and I had Rain cast her temple and make it a temple to Selune. And when I tried to go, I went into the temple, and the door slammed behind me. And then it sort of, as Mort remembers this, it sort of clicks, that everything went dark in the temple. And Rain couldn't get into the temple that she cast, her own temple. And correct me if I passed out, I think. I know everything went dark.
You did briefly, and then it was just like a minute or two, and then you went to leave.
Yeah.
Everything kind of reset. And
I remember more being like out of it in some way, fashion way or another.
But when everything sort of came back to normal, Rain came in and the bracers were on the altar in the temple.
That might have been her interfering. But also, Rain can cast different temples to different deities?
Yeah, I did some research, and it's basically you need a holy symbol for the deity that you want to create the temple for.
She kind of gives you like this puzzled, wide-eyed, kind of just like this weird. She's furrowing her brow and everything. She's trying to figure out what is going on with the deity and just how about probably not the best idea to go in a temple alone. I think she's playing at something. I'm not quite sure what. It's strange to me. I don't have experience with Shar, so be mindful and careful, and we'll see if there's a way to somehow magically, I don't know if we could though, but anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just
no, it's quite, I appreciate all the thought and effort you're making. I mean, trying to help. I mean, do you find yourself in a position of faith? Are you entwined well with your faith?
I'm assuming we're walking as we're talking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's gonna stop for like half a second and pause, and then she'll keep walking. But it's like she does it so quick that I'm not sure if you would notice it. Yes, Ilmater, very much so, especially after what happened. Yeah. although lately I feel, I think I'm on the right path. But I don't. I don't feel deserving lately. Is that, I don't know if that makes any sense.
Oh, I can imagine that. I mean, everybody has doubts about how they're doing and what they're doing, and are they doing the right thing? Or are they doing enough? It's natural. It's normal.
I want to apologize. For what happened with Miranda. For my part in it.
I mean, I don't know. I cannot imagine what that burden, how heavy that burden weighed upon you. I don't know if I could have carried a fraction of what happened to you.
You shouldn't have been in any danger, and while I'm glad that everybody got out okay, despite everything, I guess she just kind of keeps walking for a couple more minutes in silence, and forgive me.
No, it's perfectly all right. I think I wouldn't even call it a fault. I would just say you are a valuable part of us. We all value you, and you should have faith in that value. That we would help you. I think probably you didn't tell us because you think we would look ill of you or not help you, knowing the situation. I don't think that would be the case. I think we're all trying to help each other here.
I know it was ill of me to ask for help and then take that away.
Well, we can just keep moving forward, but yeah, don't hesitate to, and thank you for asking, but don't hesitate to, like, if you need help, share. I mean, 8 heads are better than 1.
Sorry, I had a moment where I pictured like an 8-headed difference. This is Melissa talking now, not Devanya. She'll nod her head in agreement and just keep walking in silence as, we're all walking, so.
Ooh. Right. I guess I'll ask in that case. Actually, Sam. Hi. Good evening. Yay. Did you also want to help? I feel like you helped navigate last time. Do survival checks or no?
Yes, I did. I gave whoever was doing the main survival checks assistance.
Okay. Would you like to do that for this? There's a week of travel before anything comes up. So.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I'll just help.
So you'd be with Garrick, keeping a careful eye out as Garrick's doing our survival check. So Garrick, if you would please roll a survival check with advantage. Oh gosh, I forgot now. Rain and Oren and Callie are doing the perception checks. So
Okay.
one of you can do that with advantage with Callie in support.
Do you have the higher wisdom?
I have a plus 13 in perception, so.
Okay, then yeah. I'll let. Now, is this separate rolls, Dan, or?
Yeah, if you're doing it with advantage, then you can.
I will
roll
let
twice
Kelly
and pick
assist.
higher.
I'll let Kelly assist Arwen.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, you'll just do a single roll for yourself, Rain.
Yeah.
Mhm,
I
and
did.
Orin will be with
No,
you.
no, no, 19.
Nice. Okay. What'd you get, Garrick?
You're gonna have to tell me I rolled in the tower.
We did. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Nice. Okay. And Orin? What did you get? I'm sorry.
Well, I rolled with advantage and I
Mm.
got a 3 and a 5. So my total is 18.
Oh, man. Plus 13. Oh, my
Wild,
God.
I
huh?
rolled an 11 without advantage. That's bananas.
Woo! Okay. And is there anything that Mort,
What is
Devanya, or Emil would like to be doing while everyone is moving along, or just sort of keeping things together, keeping them moving?
Well, having had that conversation with Devanya, Mort would definitely go talk to, have a couple follow-ups with one with Erwin.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you want to, please feel free. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
As we're walking, yeah, it's like I'll sort of like get up to my worst fears
Okay.
were confirmed.
How so?
It's Shar. I finally pressed the situation a couple nights back during camp. I went off to the side and basically called them out.
Oh. On your own.
Yeah, I know. Probably foolish.
She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna like, Well, I'm glad you're all right. Are you all right? Are you all right?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do anything except, and I'm still at a loss. I have no idea.
I'm glad you're all, yeah. Well,
They want me to be her champion.
that's an odd way to go about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, they don't have the greatest reputation when it comes to behavior.
Yeah, considering everything that she's put you through to already, she could have just like sent a pastry basket or something.
Well, I'll point to the backpack. I guess those qualify as pastries, I guess.
Yeah, but she was tormenting you before. Like, seriously, who does that? Mean people, that's who.
An evil demigod, I would
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
So I thought, you should know, and I know, especially considering who has taken a liking to you, deity-wise. So
why does everybody have a problem with Mistra?
I don't.
Maybe I'm the one who's the problem.
But if Mishra is, with you and watching you, I would think Mishra would not be pleased to have
don't know.
a champion of Shar near you.
I mean, to be fair, she's probably not super pleased that, I was getting real close with the paladin of Helm anyways, but she hasn't really said anything about that. I mean, nothing much, just she's just been focused on me, really. So,
Well, I can understand that.
But I mean, I can totally understand you not wanting to have anything to do with that. So if
Oh.
things get weird, we got your back.
Thank you. Just wanted, Hey. Enough. I don't want to think about this anymore.
Yeah, Do you have any pastries in that bag?
Unfortunately, no.
Darn.
Just provisions.
Trail rations. Yay.
More thinks about it for a second. I don't know. It only lasts a minute, but it might work.
Mm-hmm.
So since this is going to be a week, so he has plenty of time. You'll cast a minor illusion of a small plate of pastries, and then use his illusionary reality to make them real. And they're real for 1 minute.
Does this work, Dan?
I got. Which thing is it? Oh, right, you can. Yeah, it does. Yep. Mm-hmm. The texture, the warmth, it's all delicious. Yep, as you consume it.
I don't know if you're going to feel full in a minute, but
nope. Yeah, but it tastes amazing. Yep.
Hey, you know what? The eating is the best part. Thank you, Mort. You are a genius.
Well,
I should have saved one of these for you. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, and just so you know, Sam, that I had a conversation with you and Gavanya about the animate object scroll. They're the reduce and enlarge and animate object. They're both concentration, so I can't cast both.
Oh, okay.
So Gavanya has the animate object scroll, and it's just you and her that can use that scroll anyway.
Animate object.
Yeah.
Isn't that also a cleric spell?
I looked them up and it said wizard or sorcerer.
I feel like it is. I will have to look.
I know one of those two is only wizard or sorcerer, but the other I feel is one that any magic user can use.
Okay.
Maybe. I might be completely wrong, though.
All right, then we will continue on. Perception-wise, there were a few dangers that between Rain, Orin, and Callie, you were able to circumvent. There were some larger creatures that Callie caught sight of and checked in, and one or both of you scoped it out for the party. Wait here, and we'll, just from afar took a look through. Rather large, like plant-based crocodile, and some other things that you were able to kind of navigate safely around thanks to over the course of the week, thanks to your checks. According to some of the very few milestones on this map for Aaron and Garrick, you seem to be on course for the directions on the map. You seem to have arced up north of where that giant obsidian earth elemental went, so you don't see its tracks or destruction currently. You're a little too far north, but you're not too awful far.
I forgot about that.
Nice. And by week's end, not marked on the map, you do hear, with your perception checks, Callie buzzes over to Orin and Rain. Okay, so I think there are at least a person or two or something nearby. I only saw them for a minute. They were talking to one another, and then they headed a little further away. I didn't want to go past my 90 Emil's feet, so I didn't keep flying. But it looked like maybe there was a small little, like a tent or a hut or something that they were walking over toward. But it's that way. Maybe about 150 Emil's feet.
150 Emil's feet.
If you line up Emil's feet about 120 times, 150 times, then you'll get there. It's the way we measure things. I know you're new to
Right.
I know you're new, but I mean, I thought you would have picked that up by now.
I guess I've missed that.
Well,
But
you
thank
have
you,
an
Callie.
excellent teacher in me, so you're welcome.
All in all, it's Callie's way of measuring things.
Aaron will definitely smirk at that.
I just stick my finger out so Callie can lay on my finger.
Oh, thank you.
And then I place her on my shoulder.
Oh, thank you. She turns towards her ear. Oh, thank you for the ride. Rain. Ooh, you hear them bzz, bzz, as she kind of flips out her wings a little bit and shakes them off. They just feel icky heat. And on through the sludge, you continue about 150 feet.
Well,
in the
Aaron would
direction
tell everyone. Aaron would tell everyone about the voices.
you're heading.
If everyone didn't hear when Callie was saying it. There seem to be some voices. A couple people going to a hut off the road here. About how far, Callie? Cat hair's over me now.
About 150 meals feet in that way. Yeah.
Yes, 150 Emil's feet, everyone.
Mortal turd.
Orange.
Our feet are the same for everybody.
This is Callie's form of measurement, and that's what we shall stand by.
Enough said. Enough said.
Should we quietly approach or go around?
Now, what is the general atmosphere? Is this swamp? Is this, you said it was steamy and hot?
It's a swamp slash marshland. The trees, there's a lot of those light, kind of thin, whittly trees, but they've built up in number a little bit through this area. Some larger trunks that rise up in the distance, but mostly these little trees that like thin little birch trees, sort of.
Okay, Callie said she heard voices. She didn't see anything.
She saw two
people.
Oh,
they
she
were
saw
walking
two.
to a hut-like structure. Yeah, it looked like a sort of a hut building tent thing. I don't know. It looked like it was maybe made from the dirt or something. I don't know. But I can turn someone invisible if they want to go with me.
Since Callie's on my shoulder, I will volunteer myself to go see what it is.
So Dan, I'm assuming that she pointed in the way that she saw these things. Is it off the path from where we are traveling?
Nope, it's in the direction in which we're heading.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was good. Thank you, Steph. That was going to be my question. So
Okay.
beat me to it.
Got
Thank you.
it. Well, I mean, if you want more than one person to go ahead, I can go invisible as well.
Raiders.
But I will.
I
Just a
can
group-
too
just-
if we just want everybody to be invisible.
You're invisible, and you're invisible,
And
and
you're-
Dan,
Yes.
I rolled in the tower, but
Oh,
Emil's assuming that nobody can see him right now anyways, so
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Emil's just going to get a good vantage and see what happens.
I volunteer myself as tribute.
All right, so I
I-
guess Mort sees Rain
no
go
sacrificing.
invisible. He sees,
Mhm.
he sees Erowid go
What is
invisible.
going on?
We're
I
going.
didn't go invisible.
disappearing.
I didn't go invisible. I just
Yeah.
I put it out there like we're not
We're-
going. It's like
Okay.
we
We're
can.
offering
Callie's
Mort to
waiting
go invisible in order to scout ahead, because if there are a couple people
Mm.
ahead, it's probably best to do a bit of scouting.
Although Emil may have already gone.
Well, Emil didn't let us know, did he?
A meal is a meal.
So
I'm
Yes,
just gonna start walking. Cause
well, wait.
let's go.
Are we not scouting ahead then?
Well,
We're just going to walk up to them. Just
Oh, I'm not gonna walk right up to them. I'm not that
So-
naive.
well, they're in our
Dan.
path.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a perception check because there's still a conversation happening behind me. at this
Correct.
point, so-
Yep.
All in all,
Are
I
we
just-
in daylight? Or
It's
we're
just
kind of not really. Are we?
that diffuse light that's persistent down here.
So no disadvantage.
Correct. No disadvantage. Okay. You see from the location you kind of navigate to, nice and stealthy. There are maybe 3 individuals. It seems to be I'd call it a village, but that would be an overstatement. It's just a few small huts, maybe 6 or 7, with a few people walking between them that you see. The 2 that Caelynn mentioned are likely the ones on the edge here of this little micro village. They're not, they have weapons that are kind of basic, like a machete one of them has. You can see some of the marshy plant life on it. Doesn't seem like they're here for death and destruction, but you never know.
Okay. I will cast message and send a message to Orin, basically saying, I see 3 people, a handful of huts, no advanced weapons.
Alright, well, I guess we just walk up to it then. If that's what y'all think is the best.
Carefully, sure.
Vanya's gonna stop walking.
I'll bring up the rear. Mort will bring up the rear about, 20 feet behind, I guess. Which isn't that far. 20 Mort feet behind.
We're just walking down the path right now.
okay. So nobody's.
No one's
invisible.
going invisible.
Okay.
Unless someone wants someone to go invisible. But it seems Emil might already have it covered.
I'll just give a thumbs up.
Alright.
Garrick's gonna approach alongside, but
Ooh.
lazily swing wide.
Okay.
Heavy crossbow out.
Oran's going to stay in the back of the group and is actually going to cast invisible on himself.
Okay. All right. Great.
No.
And he would have done that as
Makes it
nonchalantly and non-attention seeking as possible.
Oh wait.
Orin?
What have you done with Orton?
Okay. I grab out a little crystal mirror,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast scrying on Warren to see
Okay.
where the general area he
You
is.
have the I think it also
takes-
requires like 1,000 gold
1,000
piece diamond as well. That's
And it takes
it says
10
a focus
minutes.
worth at least 1,000 gold, such as a crystal ball, a silver mirror, or a font filled with holy water.
okay.
And it also takes 10 minutes to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we're all walking forward already.
Okay, so I'm like, hey, Erwin, can you put a hand on my can you put your hand on your shoulder? I'm gonna cast a spell. Which, all in all, I'm just asking you to be in my eyes for just a second, and then I'm gonna cast it.
Sure.
Okay. Done.
And you are casting the scry?
Yes, and it's a concentration spell up to 10 minutes. So.
Okay. So you begin the work. It takes 10 minutes to cast the spell, so you begin casting and preparing. Do you have anything in particular that you're going to scry upon or attempt to scry upon?
Just a
Erwin's watching everybody leave, like, okay, I'll see you guys in a bit.
Oh, I had stopped walking.
Yeah, and Arn went to the back of the group, so.
Gosh. What was I saying? I'm casting it on Emil just to see the general area of where he is.
All right.
And Emil, if you want to, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Mhm. What I'll probably do is have everyone advance and do what they're going to do, and then
Yeah.
when the 10 minutes is up, if you're still casting, I'll ask them to do his rolls and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to him.
Yeah.
Because it's basically it's letting the target know if they see the little orb. It's letting the
Right.
yeah, but
Okay.
I understand
Neat.
For-
All
for a
right.
narrative
So
standpoint. So
you have Aaron by your side. Devani, you've stopped. Is there anything that you're doing as you halt?
She's going to. Sorry, reading chat. She's going to keep an eye on what they're doing because she's kind of confused as to what Rain. I mean, she recognizes it, but she's confused as to why she's doing it now.
Okay.
And but she's gonna stop and she's gonna kind of look around and just the eyes. Everybody keeps.
Okay.
Aaron's disappeared. Emil's disappeared. It's just like, okay,
All right.
they'll just stand here.
Nice. More. Let me check first. Yeah, Mort and Oren, you two are following up the back. Do you continue on past Aaron, and Rain currently? Do you pursue and stay behind Emil and Garrick?
Yes, Aaron went invisible. He's still walking forward.
All right, just a couple
Sure.
of quick questions.
Far away.
How far is it to the huts from where Mort is standing?
160 feet.
160 feet. Okay. So, okay. Mort's gonna. So, who was in front of him at that point? I mean, Aaron went invisible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron was in the back.
You wouldn't have seen Emil, but you would have seen Garrick walking away and sort of around.
Oh my god. Mort's going to do the Pulp Fiction meme of like.
Nice. It's a lantern, yeah.
No, not with the lantern. He's just going to look around.
Yeah,
Like,
nice, man.
what's going on?
Perfect. Okay.
The
And
John
he'll-
Travolta Lost.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. And he will follow the only person he can see that's advancing. That's Garrick.
Okay. Nice. Now I will jump to Emil, who is first. Emil, are you stepping into the village, or what would you like to do as you approach?
Emil will just keep a lookout as his friends enter the village and just keep an eye out for danger, and I can use the message if anything happens.
Okay, Garrick, you'll be heading up next. Are you? What would you like to do? How would you like to approach this?
Well, I was flanking, but now I guess I'm the head of the column.
Do you want to wait
Funny how
until
that
you?
works.
Well, I guess you don't see Oren, huh? Yeah. Mhm.
I'll probably meet up with Mort just to kind of nail down a game plan here.
Okay. Oren,
Can
what you got?
I'll say
You
that
guys.
Arn will send a message to Garrick that he went invisible, just in case. I'm right behind you.
How far
Right
behind
here.
me? Ah,
Whispers in your ear.
Yes.
I love
Can
it.
I hear that?
No.
No. Damn. Oh, it's message. It's message.
Yeah.
Does that
Mort,
change Garrett's? Oh, sorry. Good, Mort.
Okay.
Mort.
No. I'll go ahead if you want to ask Garrick a question.
No, you would just hear Arn chuckle after. Yeah. Mhm.
Nice.
He'll sort of like half stealthily come up to Garrick and go,
Mm.
"Hey,
hey, Mort.
you know, I never spent any time in the military, but I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the manual."
Well, there's a saying that goes around: no plan survives contact with the enemy. And well,
This
we
is
haven't
true.
even contacted the enemy yet, so
Nor do we know if they are enemy. They could just be some happy villagers that just, we're just going to pop in on. This'll
it
go.
must be nice
just
to be so optimistic.
That's all I have left.
Nice.
All right then, shall we?
Sure.
Aaron's gonna message to Mortimer. I got your back.
But he'll think in his mind, replying the message. Thank you. I think.
All right.
Boo.
How do Garrick and Mort approach it, or what do they do?
With swagger, we approach with swagger.
Oof,
Nice.
Of course.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so you
Theme song in the
approach.
background.
Nice.
With all the confidence two gnomes can muster.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I
Oh my
love it.
God.
Boom, boom. You see the three people. One is already walking away a little further into this micro village. The one that has been left behind is a tabaxi woman. She appears to be maybe in her 50s or so. Nice soft white fur. You can see muddled down a little bit by the mud and dirt and everything of the area, but it's also kind of floof in other places because of the humidity and heat. She's a little bit tall, 5'9" or so, and kind of squints as the two of you approach. Looks back into the village and just, hey, some new faces. Don't suppose you're
yeah.
looking for a good time?
Garrick just kind of pauses.
She kind of like pulls the front of her dress off to the side a little bit to reveal some leg.
Oh.
We were just kind of passing through, I think, but
Perfect. See some of the local sites, perhaps.
Any interest to you, Mort?
Hear a little purr start in her throat.
Intrigued. Mort's like. I looked at Garrick like I not if you had asked me 2 weeks ago where would we be doing today, this would not be on the list. Not today, but are you all tabaxi here or?
Oh no, just me.
Oh, what are you doing out here?
Oh, same thing. I figured you're down here for. There's just a handful of us here in Beckington. Some of us are, well, what you might call natives from a very long time ago. Not many of us. And then there's a few folks, I imagine, like yourselves, that came all the way down here and just can't muster the courage to head back up.
Oh. Well, what do most... I mean, we have a rather interesting and unique reason to be here, but what do most of everyone else come through here for?
Oh, ones that stay here. Many of them don't wish to talk about it. The ones that stay here in Beckington anyway, but usually it's something about a treasure or some archaeologists looking to dig up the past. It's true the two of you do look a little more capable than most that come through here.
Well, thank you. I mean, we did see some people who didn't make the trip stuck on the path coming down. Do you just... Well, he's trying to fathom what the heck they're doing out here in the middle of nowhere.
Mostly scavengers. There's some of us that were just born down here. We don't really wish to leave. I heard tales of the sheer cliff. Go down and come back. So, hey, but those, you're really just, you're sure? We don't trade in gold or anything down here. Relatively useless to us, but I'm just saying it could pass the time, and if you have any goods, you wish to share some rations maybe or something. I can give you a tour of the town, as it were. There's another wing. That. Yeah,
Garrick's gonna message Oren. Basically, just get a load of this. That's all.
Yeah, because Ornan's right behind us, hearing all this, I'm sure.
They have quite the market out here, it seems.
Oh, wait, are you still invisible, Oren?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe. Aaron is going to go around, so this is a little hut. If he goes around to the side of the hut, is there anyone standing around there, or are they just in the door frame out front?
Yeah, not in this. She's just standing outside. This
Okay.
seems to be like some storage hut, but you can see into the village. It's maybe 10, 12 little huts, some larger than others, maybe a couple. Probably at your best assessment, 16, 18 people live here.
Okay. Aaron will go to the side of the hut then and drop invisibility and kind of come around the corner of the hut. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where... Oh,
you've caught up with us.
my lady. And Aaron will bow very great, royally almost, court-like. Well, I wasn't expecting to see such a fine-looking tabaxi out here in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I'm glad that you appreciate the wares. I don't suppose you'd be interested in a good time? You have anything to trade for?
I'm afraid you're not the right type of person.
Oh, fair enough.
But if I didn't have specifications and a checklist, then I would absolutely.
Understood. What can I do for you all? You're not... Well, you seem to be friendly. You're not dangerous, are you? I mean, I suppose you're dangerous. You're not dangerous to us, are you? He looks back a few times into the village.
We're looking for someone.
Oh, I can help you. I know everyone on this.
Have you had any female dwarves come through here?
Oh, I think.
Reddish brown hair, I believe.
It's died. No, I can't say so, I'm afraid.
Do you, you see a lot of the town, like you would know if someone came through?
Oh, I get around.
Understood. Yes, well, we were on our way to go and find her, but just thought it wouldn't hurt to ask here, just in case.
Well, where are you heading there? And there isn't much down here.
Well, I was going to say the Sunken Kingdom, but that's pretty much where we are, correct, Dan?
Yeah, you do have a location marked on the map. A bit of a, like a ... X sort of setup.
Well, I would say Oren has an idea of which direction they're heading and about how much longer they have to travel.
Hmm.
So he would kind of point in the direction that they're traveling in, that they were traveling in, and be like, I believe we have another week and a half on our travel to getting there.
Oh,
I don't really know a name of the specific area, but
that's a terrible area. It has a name. Well, for us anyway, those of us that are native to this whole area. Where's my name at? So sorry. Let me quickly check because is a name, but apparently I decided
that
it's
place.
too good a name. Yeah. Did I put it over here? Maybe
The name that shall not be read.
Yeah. What the heck? I know I copied and. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Oh, right. That's called Dertolth. Whoa, obviously you speak Elven, right?
Yes.
So you know that is effectively translates to dark summoning. That most of us steer clear of that area. That's
Sure.
well, that's a very location that caused the whole city that used to be up there. In fact, the entire kingdom to fall down all started right there. The whole city fell down here, swallowed up
The
into
city
the ground.
was once floating.
Well, it was the same height as everything else. The city, the kingdom.
Got it.
But that's where
Understood.
there's a dark ritual performed there some century and a half ago.
Yes.
Right. That's the location.
Got it.
Remains of it.
Yes. Thank you. It's helpful in its own way.
Hey.
Appreciate it. Yes, our friend was exploring there and hasn't returned back, reported in, so we're just going to make sure she's okay.
I'd say be careful, but clearly, you look like you could take care of yourselves. You won't find much in the way of people there. There's another, she just kind of looks over your map, puts her little, claw out, and there's another little village like this way up here. It's pretty far out of the way, but it's
Okay.
there. And then one down here, which is again even further out of the way in the southeast.
Okay.
By weeks and weeks.
Okay.
But I don't think you're gonna get. I don't know if you're looking for help, but I suppose if she's not there where you're looking, I would look at one of those other villages.
Okay. Okay. Again, you've been very helpful. So I understand that no one really goes there, but any other dangers that you know of other than the land and its history?
I mean, it's just a dangerous area on its own, but
Sure.
there's some larger creatures. However, we have a hunting party here, all of us pitch in and do our work, but some work harder than others. She gives you a silly, like a sassy look, like she's
Arn will smirk.
yeah. But they're able to handle those, so I don't know that you'll find any. The only thing I feel is truly dangerous down here is that area, but it could just be all the tales I was told growing up. Steer clear
Sure.
and of all the danger and evil that comes from that place.
Well, it sounds like that heeding those old tales has only protected you and helped you, and not otherwise. So, well, look kind of back to Mort and Garrick. Every character name of yours went through my head before Garrick did.
Perfect.
Well, I think that's all that I have, but I'll defer to my friends here. If they have any other questions, or
Nothing I can answer for you.
Nope.
Consider-
Garrick, you look a little awestruck.
I'm.
You doing okay right there? And Arn will give you kind of like a firm like pat on a couple pats on the back.
Had a confusing day.
Well, again, thank you. What was your name again?
Oh, my name is Nine Bulls.
Both. Thank you very much. You've been most helpful. And he will do another courtly bow.
Gives a bow and lowers part of her drape that's first, the strap up here just to.
Arn will kind of stand up and kind of look at her and kind of shake his head. If only. And we'll kind of just turn and start walking away.
Nice.
Probably back towards Devanya where he knew that she was standing.
Okay. So Emil, you are close enough to hear this, as she's not trying to be quiet. At least Nine Bulls isn't. Let's see. So Garrick and Mort, what would the two of you like to do then?
Mort would turn to Garrick and let's head back with Orin.
Yep.
If you change your mind, yeah, you know where I'll be.
Put it on my map.
Oh,
Oh, wonderful.
marked that in his GPS, did he? Flag.
Nice. Great. So you head back now. There's time for you to do that and head back before that 10 minutes is up. So probably 6 minutes into your casting, Rain, before the spell goes off, before any spell slot is used. You see Orin, who's now visible, return, and then Mort and Garrick just behind him.
Huge smirk on his face.
Did I say Orin? I meant Emil.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, you were gonna keep an eye on Emil. I'm just saying that Orin and Mort and Devanya came back.
From. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You haven't finished casting a spell because it takes 10 minutes to cast, so you're like 6 minutes in.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Sorry. It's been a week.
But yeah, no worries.
So, what happened? You look really happy, Orin.
Oh. Well, we spoke to a lovely tabaxi in one of the homes there, Nineville, who wasn't extremely helpful, but was pleasant to speak to. Don't you agree, Garrick? And he'll kind of chuckle.
Oh, yeah, pleasant, right.
He'll kind of lean towards... towards Devanya.
You lean too hard.
She had a nice in-home business, if you know what I mean. Worked out of her home.
So, quick question. Is there like a path that goes around the village, or are we going to end up all walking through?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Is it DM question? My bad.
Is there a path around, or is the path we have to go through town?
Nope, you can go around.
We can kind of go around.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Okay. Emil will kind of stride out of kind of his hiding place, past the groups. Say, Orin, you're going to get punched again. You keep that up, and just start walking past the village.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Emil was raised in a brothel, so Emil's not in on the joke.
Mm-hmm.
For your I don't know where you went to, but for your information,
Felicia.
she found me charming.
You
That's
don't
one person.
like.
The jungle's never been so hot. All this.
Devonya's like
burns.
really confused right now.
Brain
Well,
doesn't know what's going on.
I had a
She's
good conversation.
She's focused on her spell.
Let's go, people. We got places to be.
I'll
moody.
shake Rain out of it. Okay, we're heading out. We're heading
We're
out.
heading up.
I
We're all
mean, at
together.
least you
No
had
danger,
a good
no worries.
conversation,
Yeah.
right? Was it anything useful, or
She just said that the area was dangerous, and he'll say this as they're walking.
Yeah.
That the area is dangerous, that there could be some larger monsters there, but that seemed like nothing that we couldn't take care of, and she just saw the three of us. Also said that the locals called the place Durtoth, which, if you're familiar with Elven, means dark summoning.
Oh, that sounds pleasant.
Yeah.
Well, it
Exactly
also
what we're
fits
looking for.
The bill, exactly.
Does anybody need food or water?
No, I feel fine.
Do you have anything stronger than water?
Yep, you read my mind.
Ooh.
Divina's like really awkward right now. She's just like, I don't know what's going on. It's like
Arin's going to fall in step with Mortimer.
I have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I interrupted you.
No, go ahead.
I still have. I'm still trying to focus on the spell, so.
I shake you out of it.
Well, no, I have a hand. I asked you to be my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
Just to help
So-
you set the scene, Rain, which you're entirely welcome to do. Everyone has left the village and they're walking past it, but it's going to take you another like 3 minutes to finish
Okay, that's
casting.
fine.
I
Okay.
already left the village.
And Emil's in front of you.
Yeah,
on the
you see
trail.
Emil come out and walk past you to continue on to the jungle.
all Rain wants to know, just like like how Emil is feeling. That's all. Like,
So you can do that then if you want to do it like
Yeah.
subtly, or you
Yeah,
can do
subtly.
an insight check as he's walking by if you'd rather.
I should have thought this through.
I think it'll ultimately be an insight check either way. It might just, you might catch him a little more unaware if it's through a scry.
You know what?
I'll let you consider that. Let me know as soon as
I'm just gonna drop the spell completely,
Oh, okay.
just because I'm impatient right now. So
Would you
I'm
like
just
to-
gonna go ahead and
Insight?
roll an insight.
Okay, nice. You see him come out and say that to Orin and continue walking by.
27.
Okay, 27. Now, of course, Warren, you can, if you're trying to, deceive everyone as to how you're feeling, you're welcome to roll a deception. If you feel like your expressive nature is trying to convince people you feel a certain way, you can roll a persuasion, or you can just, as a player, decide whether or not to share information against the 27.
No, I think Emil is probably wearing his heart on his sleeve these days in general, and especially at this moment. So, Emil isn't remotely embarrassed by what he saw in the village, because that's kind of what he grew up with. Probably a little bit kind of annoyed at the rest of the group for either being embarrassed or being a little overly flirtatious, and Orin for just kind of having a laugh at it because Emil's kind of funny. So Emil's kind of prickly and annoyed, but in the more general sense, I mean, Emil has been really kind of withdrawn and concerned really since he left Armia's. So that with a 27, you're probably also getting that Emil's quite upset in general.
Okay. With that information, I will ask, like, how far is Emil from everybody else?
He's in the lead, so maybe like a good 30 feet or so. From you, anyway. Probably like 30, 35 feet ahead of you.
Okay, I'll tap Erwin on the shoulder, saying that I'm out of it, and then I will ask Callie if she could cast fly on me so I can fly.
Yeah, you want to be my flying buddy? Okay. Okay, hold still, and she puts her hand out to your face and boop, and then boops you on the nose. And you levitate off the ground with a fly spell.
I don't know if anybody will see this, but Rain has a big smile because Rain will definitely have this memory as a human child of Callie casting fly. So,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna fly next to Emil. So,
Oh, okay. Emil, you see
And
Rain
then-
buzz up next to you.
and then just right there, I'll just offer my hand just for comfort if he wants to accept it or not. That's all up to him. So.
Okay. Player-wise, I need to go to the washroom, so I'm really kind of hoping we get a bathroom break soon.
Yep, any second, yeah.
which has absolutely no bearing on the gesture that's being made between the other characters.
Nice.
We could probably
Sweet, perfect.
say
Okay.
this is our bio break.
Yeah, you see, you're walking through a sludgy swamp, and someone, let's roll, Oren. That's perfect. Oren steps in with something that is not mud. Clearly, some animals have been through here using the bathroom, and that is Girl will take a bio break. So, if anyone doesn't know, we'll take about a 10-minute bio break, and then we will be back. All right, so we'll catch y'all soon. Yay!
Glory and thank you.
Is our audio hot?
We will keep our audio hot, yes.
Okay. So, and also for those who are new, hello. This is where
Hello, indeed.
well, if you guys can ask questions to us once we're back. I usually stay here, so if you have any questions for me, I'll have chat open. Just a second. Oh, come on, I don't want to hear. Okay, there we go.
So I am unashamed to say, I've been wanting to be into Legos for a very long time.
Yes,
And
Sam!
now, like, as an adult, we can afford it. So
Yes.
right now, I'm building the rocket with the watch point at the watch point Gibraltar with the Overwatch. It's a big boy. It's a big boy.
As an adult,
So I just built the base of the rocket, and look, there's a little Mercy Fig and Farah, and then you also got Reaper, who doesn't stand up because his guns are too heavy, and Winston's massive. And
Sam,
a little med kit.
Sam, why are you showing me these things? Overwatch. I have no room whatsoever on my shelf. Like, I have like my top shelf is dedicated to My Hero Academia, all things My Hero Academia, and then my middle shelf has like all my One Piece figures and my Time and Tina figure, and like, yeah, I'm running out of room. And like, I have a pint glass of Reaper from a mystery box from Culture Fly that I'm not using, so. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for Sam and I, where's... ask away. Hi, Justice. Artist, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching the host. Justice is the new Steph. Alright, Warren. Ace and Afraid said, I have this person who is very special to me, and I don't know what to get them for Valentine's Day. Any ideas? Which cat is that? Is that Zadie? Yeah, it's a cat stream. Whatever you feel fit to get them. They would love it no matter what. You don't know them. They are from Canada. I don't know if you have chat up, Warren, but Emily's making a funny. Steph, I was gonna say, Justice was the new you.
Tried to steal my chair.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is Justice gonna be Oren for the rest of the night?
Big butt.
Steph, how was your week?
It was good. I didn't get as much done this week as I would have liked to have, but it was okay.
It was an eventful week.
It was
To say the least.
It was yes. Saying you didn't care about Justice? Oh, I'm so sorry, Justice. So sorry. What are you doing back there? Hey. What are you up to?
I'm asleep, probably.
What are you up to?
He is. He's like, Mom, do not move.
Sir, that's not something that you can chew on. Sir? Sir. Hey.
Justice,
Hey.
Justice, it's fine.
Sir,
It's fine,
sir,
Justice. Go
sir.
ahead.
Sir. Okay, thank you.
For those who,
What was that? Oh, that was my ear.
The we'll be back soon. For those who can't, well, for chat, Steph has a very cute kitty cat named Justice, and he was chewing on Steph's cosplay. So-
Sir. Get your paws off my chair, please. Sir.
Aww.
Sir.
Scratch the
Yeah.
chair.
Hey, no, that's not yours either.
Aw. I wish I had a fluffy kitty.
Sir. Okay. All right. Okay. Time's up. You want to lay on my lap?
You has been banned.
Sir, no. Listen, I can't put you down and then you lean in to eat some more. Listen.
She's gonna have no cosplay left after
Listen.
a couple of weeks.
Hi, Zadie.
Kitty.
Cat.
Kitty and Kitty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Where's
missed
Nikki at?
You missed Zany, Justice. You missed Zany.
Is Nikki asleep?
I got cat hairs on me again.
I'm so glad that you're not allergic to cats, Steph.
I kind of used to be. I used to have a not like a hospitalizing allergy, but a small allergy to cats when I was younger that just thankfully went away. But yeah, like my aunts always had cats, and I didn't get my first cat until I was probably like 7 or 8. And so I'd always like go and like hug and like pet like before I got my first cat. I'd always go and like hug and pet like my aunts and my grandmother's cats, and would always like, even though my eyes would start itching and start watering and I'd start sneezing and like yeah. But I got my cat and I was fine. God. No. Justice, what are you doing down there, buddy? Hey, hey. What are you... Listen. Hi. Hello. Sir. Sir. There's nothing but death and destruction down there for you. AKA cords that you need not to chew on. Sir? Hi. Hello. Are you ready to go out of the room yet? No? Go lay down? Okay.
I just got sleepy all of a sudden.
Oh. Delvin. Sir. Sir. Justice, don't eat things off of the floor, please. It's probably not edible. Justice. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, thank you for looking at me finally. Are you ready to go?
Wait, what? What?
What?
I laugh and think of my kids.
Oh,
when
because I was like, hey, because talking to Justice? Is that what you mean?
I'm so confused. I was watching something on my phone. My step says Justice. Oh, yeah.
Delvin, if it's not edible, then how am I eating it?
All the flashbacks.
Steph, what were you eating at the beginning of the stream?
Oh,
Please?
tonight's snack night. I don't know. I mean, I was eating rice crackers,
Oh.
and then I ate a few chickpeas, Delvin, and now I'm eating chickpea Cheetos, Delvin.
You and chickpeas.
Hey, it makes things edible for me, okay? Like I can eat them, and I'm fine.
Well, I understand the gluten thing and whatnot, but still, you and chickpeas are like this.
They're so good.
Are you just smelling the bag?
There's really not that much of a smell, so. Yeah, you totally called it, Dr. Delvin. Chickpeas. Are you making the bed comfortable? Thank you.
If not for Justice White in front of me, I have no idea. I don't know, Emily. I don't know.
Being bad, why call me sir?
Emily with the jokes. If in trouble, why use baby voice?
Hi. Are you watching? Wait, can you see? Wait. Ugh. There you go. There you go. Now you can see it.
Hi, Justice.
What are you trying to do? Okay.
It's just me, and people have different opinions about this, but I think. Sorry, that's me. I got tired standing, and I was like, I have no chair. Wait, I have a bar stool, so I brought my bar stool.
But that time it looked like it was like coming out of your mouth because you said you opened your mouth and it was like, like is she squeaking like a dolphin?
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. Oh, that wasn't terrible. But anyway, like I think animals can see the afterlife. So I think.
I mean, they see something. You know, I mean, there are times where they just stare off into like a corner of the room, and you're like, okay.
Chad is being funny. When Steph calls you sir, you know she's about to lay down some truth bombs on you.
For real. Yes, Dr. Delton, yes. Very true.
Sir.
No, I'm sorry. You know what? I'll put her video back up here.
Yes, so Emily can see Justice.
Oh, the kitty's gone. In early grave.
He's
No,
lost.
he's-
Dan!
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
No, that was
No.
my last cat, Dan.
Oh, man, rest in peace.
Damn.
Yeah. This poor kitty.
Let's go all in and brutal
Last
with all
cat
the feels.
2.0.
Emily finally got to see Justice, so.
Oh, good.
In a delay. Because I keep forgetting there's a delay in
Ah,
the stream.
yes.
Back on camera? No? Justice.
He's like,
Justice.
bye!
Justice. Justice.
But these things I can climb on.
Justice. He's just hiding in the corner. Justice?
He's like, Mom, let me
That's
alone."
sus.
Justice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nothing's
Hi,
wrong.
yeah.
I'm just in
Hi.
the corner. Don't mind me. What are you doing? All right. Oh, you know what? I think it's probably safe for us to get back on it. Very chapstick up here, like
It's
a
been
mother.
it's been a very slow week.
Has it?
Like, time-wise.
Okay. I feel like it has not been, but
No
that's...
comment.
Well, I think the reason why is just because I'm not as busy as other people, and so time
Yeah.
my time is like
Perception
So
is
slow.
different for everybody, and that's fine.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. Let's see then. Let's see. So, yes, Emil, as rain approaches and you can just kind of sidles up, flying, I guess, still flying next to you,
Mhm.
extends a hand in consolation.
I think Emil will look at Rain kind of sharply, and for a second, like, Emil doesn't recognize them. As though they expect to see somebody else there, and then they kind of blink and, oh, thank you. I'm okay, thank you. I'm okay.
Dan, the flying spell lasts for 1 minute, right?
Oh, I think it's a little longer, but let me check.
I couldn't remember.
Let's take a look and see. I think it's at least dub it up. Woo!
You're right.
Whee! 10 minutes.
Why, dear?
Awesome.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Rain will just probably give Emil an assured nod and like a look. That means if you need anything, I'm here for you. I don't know if that's any look like that, but I'll try to give a look like that to.
I'm really tempted to ask you to roll a charisma. If it's a low roll, then it's like
Yeah.
Okay.
big
I'll do
guy or like
I'll do it.
a twitching blade or something.
Both
It's a straight roll.
Mhm.
Just a straight charisma.
God, go to bed, Dan.
Oh, that's a 2.
No!
Knowing? Okay, I'm just gonna fly off. Just
As
attempt and then just fly off.
as
like-
Rain starts to fly off, Emil says, "Sorry, it wasn't me that left that mess in front of your tent. It was somebody else." And Emil's kind of looking around, going like, "What was that about?"
Nice.
Um,
What did I do?
Rain
Those
is
are
just-
bad.
as pale as Rain is,
Mm.
their cheeks get like a little flustered.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm gonna just put my hood up.
Okay, neat.
And is Callie still on my shoulder?
She's flying, well, she gave you a little space as she saw you approach Emil. But now she's flying, around you, sort of in
Okay.
spirals and such. Whee!
And I just look at Callie. You saw nothing. And I'm gonna fly, like, not like super ahead, but enough to where the group can, see me. So, I'm not trying to fly ahead of everybody, but just like
Yeah.
in peripheral
front.
of the group. I've learned my lesson as a player.
Yay!
So,
The way I go, yeah. Nice. All right, neat. So you kind of keep set the pace of the group as you continue to journey. Now, I've done some rolls, and I'm gonna ask everyone to let me know what you'd like to do as you continue traveling here. We're gonna up the pace. Part.
I would say at one night when they're settling down to the campfire, Arn would seek out Garrick. So I've been I keep wanting to change accents here.
You can do it.
So I've been thinking about what you offered, and I think that I would like my my armor enchanted, if that would be okay.
Sure. Yeah, it's no enchantment, but we can definitely improve your armor.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's more of a Stephanie mistake than an Arn mistake. Yeah. So what can you do?
Well, we could just kind of go over it and see if there's any weak points in it, and kind of
Arn starts taking off his armor.
make some general
Yeah,
improvements.
starts unclasping all the leather, studded leather.
Sweaty and
And,
sleek. Yeah, from the humidity.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's just gonna shake her head in the corner. Just like,
So here you go. What? Yes, you can look at it as long as you want to, and he'll
Look
smirk.
at what? I mean, well, right. Right.
The armor, Garrick. Right here.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta go to my workshop now. Yep.
Okay. All right. I will leave it in your capable hands. Whatever you can do. Do you need me to go with you, or is this a solo adventure?
I can take care of it.
Understood. He'll give him like a pat on the shoulder and a smirk, and I'll await. I'm sure the spectacular result.
Yep. Spectacular. Yep. That's
And
it.
he'll
Yep.
give him a wink and turn and go back to the campfire.
Oh, what did I get myself into?
I'm dead.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Garrick will start working on the armor.
I guess if everyone wouldn't mind doing the rolls you did before in the same manner, with the same
Sure.
system as we travel.
Perception.
There is a week left of travel to get to the site on the night that Brewer spoke of. It has to be done when the I forget the exact condition of the moon. I believe one of the moons had to be full, and so Brewer did give a potential of 3 days, a 3-day window, so 3 separate nights this could be done. However, he was unsure, had no clue which would be utilized, so give you, based on his understanding of the lunar cycle, the first night.
That's a natural 20 perception for Rain with a total of 28.
Wow, beat
All
me.
right.
That's a
27 perception.
Wow,
only
okay.
27 for Arn too.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's perception!
We're so perceptive.
For real.
So
I'm so
The
perceptive,
three of us are
guys.
just like,
It's you're all doing this.
yeah.
Makes me
Yeah,
think of
you want like
the-
your daddy.
It helps.
It makes
Uh,
me think of the night goggles that Bo have.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Mhm.
Garrick, I'm
Like,
sorry, unless you
upside
rolled.
down.
You did. Wow! Okay, well, I guess that kind of cements it. Not only are you able to navigate around any potential hazards with your perceptive nature, some like natural pitfalls and some other things, you spotted a mile away. Oh, careful. Orin holds out a hand in front of Garrick. Careful. No. Just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, there's a pitfall
question. Do
here.
you have we seen evidence of the golem coming through here? I completely forgot about the golem.
Not yet. However,
Okay.
with these rolls, between
Mhm.
that and Garrick's roll for survival, I mean, you shave off at least 6 hours on your over the next week here. Garrick puts you on point between Garrick and Aaron and at week's end, you're down to like a day left before approaching this ritual spot. You once again cross paths with that destructive path of the obsidian earth.
Oh.
It's morning, the final day. Tonight is the first potential night of this ritual being. You are about 4 hours away. Rituals. You're on the path that the map has led to, but you're also, I imagine, decided, okay, here's the earth element. We're close enough. This is probably the path. Is there anything you'd all like to do to prep before?
I do think that R would probably at some point, especially as it gets closer, probably kind of seek out a meal at one point around a campfire. Waiting a few days probably after, like stopping by the hut. I just wanted to make sure that we're okay. I haven't never done anything to offend you. I don't want to go into this with any hard feelings that I can possibly make up for or avoid.
Well, given that we haven't spoken since 3 days ago in the hut, I assume you're referring to that.
Yes, you seemed a little on edge, and honestly, you seemed a little on edge the past few days, and I guess wanted to make sure it wasn't any of my doing, or...
Nope.
Okay.
You're as you ever were, and that's fine.
All right. Okay. I understand I know it's a stressful time. I know that there's a lot going on, and one thing in particular,
The fact that we're stand a decent chance of dying here in a day or two, yeah.
oh, I don't guess I've ever thought about dying. At least not now. Not me.
Have you heard of a legendary lich named Yathaz?
Oh, yes. But
Would you like to be in the same general vicinity as said lich? Because I think that's what death means.
sure. Well, we're going to have to be in some form or another.
Just be aware that there's an outcome we're hoping for, and then there's that outcome.
Sure.
So, there's stress or there's peace, depending on, where your heart lies as you approach that.
Definitely. I don't know. I just feel like that the rest of you seem pretty capable. I guess I just tend to go into things more on the optimistic side than
Excellent. That seems like the right way to go.
Okay. Well, glad we cleared that up. Okay, well, should you need anything, Emil, I'll help you in any way that I can.
Of course, Orin, of course. Look after your sister.
Right. Dan, there's nothing, I mean, we don't really have to role play this out, but there would also be a time during this time that Arn would probably seek out Blueberry.
Okay.
And probably ask to see, like, away from the others. Or, you know, I mean, like, not like away, but
Yeah.
like around a tree or something. Ask to see the Caelynn doll. And there's nothing really that he wants to say or anything. I think anyone that would catch a glimpse would be that, you know, Arn would be more or less just almost practicing having a conversation with it. Almost getting to know, like, you know, asking it some questions since it has the same memories. You know, asking it questions about different things.
Okay.
Maybe spend like a half hour with it.
Okay. I say I'll let Blueberry add anything if they want
Sure.
to. But otherwise, you get a better impression of your sister as she is nowadays. Through talking with the doll, Blueberry just curls up in a little doggy ball, you know, off 20, 25 feet to give you some privacy as you're able to practice the words that you might want to say and get a better idea. Ask questions. The doll recalls time since you left.
Okay. All right.
All right. Devania, what you got?
So Devania is going to actually go around to each character and to everybody in the group and do the same thing as she did with Mort, asking, you know, for forgiveness for being so rash in her decisions and stuff like that. And she'll actually do Emil last, if Emil has the spoons for it. If not, that's fine.
Okay.
I know that we're close. Caelynn has been... You've been friends with her the longest, it seems like, aside from a few people here. Are you okay?
I'm used to having a backup plan, an exit plan. We're on the road we need to be on, and there's no road that we can be on and be who we are, but there's no other road. There's no back door. There's no safety net. I'm okay because this is who I have to be, but I'm at peace with whatever happens, good or bad, but what's to come, I guess.
You hesitate.
Let me rephrase. I'm trying to be at peace with whatever happens.
I understand that, and that's okay. It's been interesting being with you guys, and
hopefully we've made the right sort of impression upon you.
oh, of course, that's why I should not take away an opportunity for people to help, and that's what I did. And it was consequence to my own actions. But right now, whatever may happen, if we pull this off, we escape with our lives, that's pretty impressive, if I might add. But if not, I'd have to say you guys are the only friends that I've ever had. And I'm honored to fight alongside you. And it's
Thank you.
okay to be unsure.
Thank you, Tavania. I always hoped you would feel that way, but I'm glad to hear you found that out. Because you are our friend.
I hope you find peace. She'll just keep walking alongside him if he'll allow her, and just not say anything, but just more of like just, I'm here. You don't have to say anything, or whatnot, and I'm just here. So
I think Silent Company is probably exactly the kind of company Emil is looking for, so that'll happen.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, you continue on. Oh, sorry, Rain, what you got?
Okay, before I do this, are we camping for the night, or?
Does anyone have anything else leading up to this final day where it's like 4 hours away, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
I think the 4 hours away bit, Emil would probably, somewhere in the final few hours, Emil will just sit up against a tree, doze briefly, and go to the Hall of Portraits and just write a short note, and then come out.
Okay. Well,
What you got there, mate?
I'm gonna tap on Erwin's shoulder and say again, "Be my eyes for," and then I'm just gonna kind of squeeze your shoulder, and then I'm gonna cast Commune to. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Commune. It's cast time is a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna grab Erwin's shoulder, and she's gonna be my eyes for the 4 hours.
Okay. All right. I was just. Which spell is it again you're casting? I got. caught up in
Commune.
something.
So I could
Okay.
contact my deity and ask up to 3 questions.
Go for it. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You feel yourself shift from this, the heat and mugginess of this swampy area, to the cool stone of that building where you had your ceremony, and up on that upper platform you stand before what's effectively a shrouded figure with that shard of glass that reveals like a piece of the eye and cheek. That is.
Crap, I should have had this prepared. Is something or someone following me?
We quickly just take a look at how, just so I do you justice here. Commune, was it? Commune. I must, after pushboard spell ends, receive a correct answer for each question. It's not necessarily omniscient, so you might receive unclear as an answer if a question pertains to information. Okay.
Emil is not bitter about this spell at all.
I know. It's so obstructed. Oh, I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry. For this, let me do a roll. That's what I did.
High roll, let it be a high roll.
Okay. Yes.
Question 2. Oh God. Is the someone or something a deity? I read this really. Oh God. Okay. Will the group succeed on finding Caelynn?
Finding Caelynn?
Yes. Okay, wait. Let me. Will we succeed on retrieving Caelynn's soul deck? There we go. That's better worded.
Unclear.
Okay. Those are my 3 questions. So.
It just kind of falls down in itself, this shroud. You kind of pull back, you almost breathe in suddenly instead of that nice cool air. Oh, the muggy, hot air of the swamp. Little gnats buzzing about your face.
I tap on Erwin's shoulder and then walk in front of her, knowing that I'm out of the spell.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
So we trudge on. Put us around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the day. Tonight, as early as 8, when the moon, when the night sky is revealed, could be the first night. There are 3 possible nights. This is the first. You're about a 4. If you walked after Emil has taken that time to drift off and then returned. If you march now for about 4 hours, you'll be there right around the time just after. Moon will only have been out for like half an hour, 45 minutes maximum. Might be right around the time, depending on.
Can I do something really quick?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Arn would at this point go up to Mortimer. Have we tried reaching out to the... Do you have a way of reaching out to the Warforged? I mean, I think... Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I forgot. Never.
To see
Yeah,
maybe
I
if
can cast
they-
sending. Yes.
do you think... I mean, do you agree that that might be a good idea? That...
25 cents.
just to see if he has any other, because we haven't tried since we've heard information from him, have we?
No. That's probably a good idea. Let's do it.
Okay.
And I will cast sending to Fenhold. And basic. Okay, let me just 25. Approaching site on first night. Are you nearby? Anything?
Get rhyme. Approaching site on first night. Are you nearby?
I set myself up for that. I blame myself.
Come on, Frank. You can do it. You can do it. You've got this.
I'll just give Emil just like a little elbow nudge just to stop.
Nice.
Is there anything else you can think of to help us?
You receive a reply very quickly. I would burn. So you're not accustomed to hearing too much emotion in his voice. Only on rare occasion have you heard that, Morn. But you can hear a relatively somber tone to his mental voice here, and there's a bit of urgency in it too, and worry as he speaks. Ritual is tonight. Approach carefully. Ensure Ythaz is entranced before engaging. Careful.
And I would know, based on, arcane, that means that he has started the ritual.
Yes. Because once it starts, he can't budge.
Okay.
Is what they'd said with if it's one of these 3 rituals that they came up with.
Okay. And I'll relay that to everyone that he indicated that it's tonight, definitely tonight. And we shouldn't alert him to our presence until he has started the ritual and he's involved. Once he's involved, he can't do anything. He has to stay with it.
Okay.
So now what?
We push on. It's tonight. We got to get there.
Yeah. And we still have a bit of ways to
Yeah.
go.
Is Callie still with us?
Mm-hmm.
I look at Callie. Do you have? Can you cast fly on me again?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, and I'm gonna have Callie cast fly on me.
He reaches out to boop your nose and picks it instead. But casts a spell on you.
Okay. I just give Callie a little smile and just a head shake of like a little proud but a little disappointed kind of nod.
Nice. Ooh, you levitate. Okay. Are you doing anything further or just flying while it lasts?
Just flying. Kind of want to be in the forefront, like behind Garrick and Erwin, but not too.
All right.
But not like super far away.
Well, you all continue on. I'm going to continue using these rolls.
Garrick has
because
something.
we should. Oh, I'm sorry, Garrick. Go ahead. What you got? Sorry.
Garrick's gonna return Orin's armor. Orin, who's been, shirtless this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
So, I hate to admit it, but your armor's something else. I don't think I can enhance it any further.
Oh, well,
Maybe if there's something else, though?
let me, he'll kind of start looking through his things. I don't use them that often, but it is one of the few things that I have that isn't magical. Could you do something with one of these hand axes?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I cleaned your armor, by the way.
Oh. He'll kind of like run his hand along it and like look back to you, Garrick. Nice. Good job. Here you go.
I'll get this back to you. Yep.
That's gotta cut off
See.
the flirting.
Nice.
All right. I look forward to it as he puts his armor back on.
Okay.
Shouldn't take more than, an hour or two.
Wonderful.
Make sure you have it in time for the big battle up ahead.
That would be probably best, Garrick. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So we're adding how long to the travel, just so I can make timeline things.
Sorry, if there's any way that we can kind of like backtrack that a little bit.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll put it
that was-
earlier, so it'll be like before you arrive there.
That was a
absolutely.
player problem. We didn't realize that we couldn't do magical armor and magical items, so...
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that because you would have done that the other day, and you would have discovered that. Okay. Yeah, so those will be done if you want to roleplay that out. If not, I guess we can headbutt.
Back so soon.
Well, yeah. So, I thought this would be kind of fitting.
Okay.
Galithor,
I'm excited.
Well, don't get too excited. Galithor told me a little bit about Caelynn and gave a little description of who she was and some of the things that she carried with her. And one of the things was a hammer that kind of flew back to her when she used it. So I put together a little flywheel device on this, and now you have an axe of returning.
He will take the axe and just kind of look at it for a moment and look back at you, Garrick. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
He's going to give you a hug. And then kind of pull you away. Thank you. I mean it. It's very thoughtful. And he'll kind of walk away, kind of looking at the axe and like twirling it and maybe practicing it with it a couple of times. So
nice. Hey, you've got some time in the journey to get the feel of the axes as they are, test them out, and have them whir back to you. Little flywheel. Nice.
That's a pun, by the way.
Awesome. Sweet. Right, so here we are. We're trudging on the actual day toward the event horizon of all this. You carefully approach, again with these rolls, between perception and survival, and while a lot of times I won't tell you the rolls in the tower, there's a 25 for Garrick on the survival, so on point. You find your way up. And with perception, you are able to be careful enough to perceive what's going on there without, the moon is already, by the time you get there, the moon has been out for about 30 minutes. You can hear the crackle of some small flames burning, and as you look about, you can see this ritual has indeed more, you'll know at a glance. This has begun. They had mentioned that Caelynn's body would have to be frozen in place. The body and the two souls have to be in a perfectly fixed point in space and time. It has to be so precise to conjoin these souls, which effectively eradicates Caelynn's. So you see standing in the middle of, let me pull up my notes here to see what you see. Okay. In fact, this is one of the indications more to let you know this was underway. You saw that above, even though it was kind of twilight as you were approaching, the sky was shifting to night, and the moon had been, visible because it was like the tail end of twilight. And it was one full moon, but you see now that there was a full moon and a new moon, but they've both shifted to appearing as crescent moons. As you peer at this area, you see a two-tiered circular platform in the center. And again, with a perception check, there are a few items, components that you can see out from here. Y'all did so well on these rolls. It's great. You see a diamond. It's a honking diamond. It's worth at least 25,000 gold pieces. Just let me make sure I've got the correct thing here. You see a jade circlet, and there's sort of a triangle of points around on this upper here. Caelynn, you see standing in the middle, frozen, perfectly in place. And in that last component spot, you see a small, appears to be a little tiny wooden carving of something. A little too far.
No, get with the shit.
I told you it's the most complicated one we had to fix, so it had to be that one.
Wait, what?
Fuck.
I am so lost as a player.
Nice. Oh, so you've stumbled upon the ritual. They had done some research to find out like what the ritual might look like, and they have 3 options with all like different complex bits. So they're deciphering. It sounds like they've already figured out which of the 3 rituals it appears to be.
All right.
Gosh.
Do I
Oh,
see?
gosh.
Is there anything else there besides the 3? Well, the objects and Caelynn, and is Ythaz like personified in any way?
Currently, no. You see, for the first time in so long, all of you can see from here, Caelynn Stormforge, locked into place. Now she's wearing entirely different attire. It's much more castery, some dark black leather with some, gold straps and such. You see a number of other spell components that are common. There's just a lot of them. This is a very complicated spell that requires a lot of these, but they're all minor ones. They're just in great quantity. On that upper tier, it seems to be just those 3 main ones. That lower tier is maybe, the top one's maybe like 30 feet and from one end to the other. And then that other ring, from the outside to the center ring is probably like 15 feet. Has more inscriptions on it and all those extra components on that lower tier. And that's what you see for now. Actually, if you're here for a minute or two, you will also hear, maybe 40 feet off, something in the brush. Some rustling. Sounds like
Oren's just
Rain is casting spiritual weapon right off the bat, and it's the Raven.
Ooh, okay, go. Woo.
Yeah.
If each want to use an action as like a surprise action, you're welcome. That's Rain's.
I don't know if anybody just stepping and seeing they froze Caelynn.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody will see, but Rain is in a somber mode and just like tears coming down.
I know, it's Caelynn. Emil, you feel hidden. You feel pretty. Feels like
Yep,
it.
that's all I can ever do. Yeah.
Yeah. Neat. Anything from Garrick? I'll just go around just to check.
How
Wait.
far away was that sound?
It's about 40 feet. It's still in the brush, and it just sounds like something is approaching.
Fairy fire.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna let everyone go around, but that's a really good one. I'll tell you what happens. Rain, I'm sorry, did you have a follow-up?
I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
My initial plan was to cast Enhance ability on one of the 3 to give them. I was going to give them Fox Cunning
Okay.
to give them advantage on intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligent rolls.
Go ahead if you like. We'll say that you plan for that and a rule of cool
Okay.
here. So, who do you want to give that to?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, Mort's gonna benefit the most from intelligence. I think all his spells are intelligence-based. Erwin and Devanya use charisma.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll give it to Erwin. So you have Fox Cunning, which gives you an advantage. Oh, let me see. I am so nervous. Da, da.
Mort, I'm going to check in with you in a sec. Once figure out what we're do.
Oh god. Ooh,
While
I
you're
just
looking
had
that
it,
up, Rain, I'm going to check with Mort. Let me
yeah,
know when
I'll
we get to it.
Sam,
Alright,
I'll
How far away am I
Oh.
from the replica?
Oh, okay. That's maybe only 50 feet up. You're on the edge in a safe perimeter, but now that you know the coast is clear, it's maybe 50 feet up from where you are. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just I cannot see what's in the bushes, right? It's just here and not rustling.
Yeah, you may. I'm gonna see what everyone's gonna got. You're welcome to hold on to your thought if you want. Depending on what everyone else does, you might see something based on Garrick's choice of fairy fire.
Okay. Well, you know what? No time like the present. I will take out the reduce enlarge scroll,
Okay.
move within 30 feet
Okay.
of the replica, and
Mhm.
cast enlarge to
Mhm.
make it the replica Caelynn size.
Awesome. So you step into what's a little bit of a clearing on the outside of the outermost ring. You walk up to, without stepping on that lower tier, you're on the edge of it, and you're within range to cast this spell. The replica turns up into an actual life-size Caelynn height, according to your spell work.
Okay, and I'll look to Devanya like
Seeing
with a
him-
nod.
Yeah, she'll nod right back, and seeing him do that, she'll automatically take out her scroll and do the animate object, I believe she has,
Mhm.
and do that.
Okay. Let's see. So you're casting.
Range on that is 120 feet.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, but you're walking up next to Mort.
Yes.
Okay. So there's a lot of energy, coming off of the spell. Obviously, you can almost see some of the air kind of warble around it, and it seems to be warbling around, forming a dome almost, and then a pillar of this warbled nature. It's not light or anything else. It's just like you're looking through heat distortion, just firing straight up somewhere out into the universe. You feel a little bit of a wind kick off from the spell, so more you're there, and you see little hairs in your beard kind of blowing here and there as you enlarge this Caelynn whittling. Devanya, you come up and then cast the animate, the specialized spell, and and I'm actually going to get back to what that does in a minute. I just want to check, Erwin, do you have anything as this creature is, something's approaching from 40 feet off to the side? You're all just outside the ritual space.
Oh my gosh, I haven't had the chance to do anything combat in forever. I'm going to pop out the wings and hold action to cast hold person.
Okay, nice. All right, sorry, man. I'll get back to you in just a minute. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone else, and then I'll check back in with you.
You're good. I'm trying to think of something, so that's why I have my hand up.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, no problem. Oren, what would you like to do? I mean, you're seeing your sister.
I'm gonna say that Oren's probably not doing anything. He's probably just staring at Caelynn and the whole thing. Maybe taking a step or two forward as more, goes kind of up to perform, to do the casting. But I'm gonna say that he's not going to be able to prepare anything.
Okay, all right. So you're
just kind of staring.
Yeah, given that you're staring, you're getting a closer look. You see your sister. I mean, just in dwarvish years, ever so slightly older, but more matured look. Certainly on her face. The facial expression itself seems to not be one you're familiar with Caelynn having. Potentially Euthas's expression. But as she's been stopped in time, she has strands of hair that had been blowing in the wind as the ritual began, that are just locked in place in sort of an unnatural position. as she's just locked in space and time where she's at. You see the energy sort of warbling around her, almost causing like little dancing reflections in her. They're not casting light. Okay, Erinwin, you cast Hold Person, which, what do they have to do for that?
No, I'm holding it to see who's coming out at it.
Okay.
So I'm holding a spell, and that spell is Hold Person.
Perfect.
So if whatever this thing is that jumps out at us, if it is antagonistic towards us, I'm going to cast that.
Okay, awesome. Blueberry shifts into his hybrid form. The hat, everything's all snarls at whatever's in the bushes. Garrick, you cast Fairy Fire. And a form very unfamiliar to you, Garrick, is approaching, towering at about 8.5 feet tall. A humanoid creature, but it looks its torso seems to be missing a lot of parts. There is a cloak that seems to be dangling off its back, flowing off to the side, and you see 3 swords, a full daisho on its hip as it approaches. For others that are here that know Brewer is approaching, stepping through the bushes. So who's here? Rain, Orin, Erinwin, and Garrick, and Emil is hidden. So Emil, you see this as well. Blueberry lets out a little sigh of puppy relief. You have
of
all...
yours?
Yes.
You have all made it then? Good. We must sing.
Can I do a quick inside check on Brewer just
Sure.
to make sure he's Brewer?
Yeah, you can check and see if it feels like Brewer's. It'll be a bit of a high DC because it's Brewer and doesn't have as much in the way of body language, but he has some.
Oh, yes, it's Brewer. I rolled a 2 plus 8.
It's
so
Brewer.
It's 10. It's
Nice.
Brewer.
Let us do our work. He just, torso turns first and starts walking
I'll just-
up to.
Ward will just let Brewer know, or Fenholt, I should say, know that we just need to destroy the replica now.
Okay, he'll walk up next to you. So there's 3 of you now. Like camera's looking
Right.
down profiles. Yeah. Doof, doof. All right. So that as Brewer approaches, and are the rest of you heading up there? Okay.
Yeah, Arn will kind of come to and follow.
Wait, so just...
I'll fly up, so
Oh.
I'll fly up so that I'm level with the top tier.
I'm gonna ask Caelynn. Wait, yeah, I feel like the fly spell would have deranged by now.
It only lasts an hour.
No. The spell that Callie cast, fly spell that Callie cast on me.
Yeah, it's still
that's
only
like
lasts
10
an hour.
minutes. Yeah, it'd be gone unless you ask for a fresh one, like just now.
I asked Callie because the invincibility is a concentration spell, so I'm not gonna lose anyone.
She'll give you a fresh one with just a regular boop on the nose.
Okay, and then I'm gonna fly up towards everyone. Now, okay,
Mhm.
I have a question for you, Dan.
Mhm.
This is just so invincibility is a concentration spell, but spiritual weapon is a bonus action, but it's not concentration. So, would it contradict if I had both spells up?
As you can only have, unless you have some feat for it or anything, you can only have 1 concentration spell up. But while you have that up, you can cast other spells. It just means it's such a difficult spell that you have to concentrate on it, so you can't be doing that with 2 concentration spells.
Okay, so spiritual weapon's not a concentration spell,
Okay,
so
then you're good.
I still have my spiritual weapon up,
Nice.
just in case.
The giant.
And I will have my weapon, like, if everybody's in the back, I'll have it here's everybody,
Mhm.
here's my weapon, just
Okay.
in case. So
Nice. Emil, are you approaching as well?
You said there was some kind of a dome being formed by the ritual?
Just sort of like warbling energy, translucent. It's like a heat distortion that sort of forms, not like a perfect smooth
Okay.
dome, just that type of shape.
I'm trying to figure out, is this something like we need to be inside or outside of, or is it just something
No.
that's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, you know what? Stealthed. Trying to make sure. Look, what's going on inside the circle? Like, the mages are kind of dealing with that. Emil's really just gonna try and stay hidden and see if there's anything else coming, because Emil expects some kind of a twist to happen. So
Right,
Emil will try and be the eyes for this.
all right. Go ahead and make a fresh perception check with advantage because you're relatively hidden here.
And presumably it's still dark
Oh yeah. Mhm.
enough that it's not sunlight. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry.
enhance ability is a concentration spell up to an hour. Dan.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're hanging on to that as your concentration spell.
Yes.
Jeez. All right, Emil. Jeez. Yeah. So you have a perfect vantage found, and you are keeping a very careful eye. Currently, not a thing in sight. Nothing out of place. Devanya, as you cast your animate spell, this Caelynn doll shakes a little bit and kind of springs to life. And I'm sorry to do this to you again, Steph, but you get to play a life-size Caelynn animated doll. What are you eating? Just kidding. I got you again.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
so
hold on,
sorry.
hold on.
Stress eating.
Hold
Dan!
on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Part of I was going to say I mentioned to Melissa, part of animate object is you get to command the object you animated.
Oh, you could definitely attempt if you wish. Go for it.
No, I didn't put me on the spot. I didn't even think of anything.
But no, she doesn't have to do it now. She has the option.
If okay, so the doll is on like a thing, right? Sorry, I've had a little.
Yes, yeah, it's in like on the upper tier of this spell casting thing within a little circle on there. It doesn't
I'll
seem
just
to have
ask-
stepped off.
I'll try to command it to like get off of the tier and just like come to where we're at, closer to us,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Sure. Caelynn doll, you are able to step off of the upper
It's okay, Frank. I've
platform.
already had vodka.
Nice. You can step off of the upper platform and walk as far as the edge of the lower platform, but Caelynn doll
Okay.
doesn't seem to be able to go any further than that.
Okay.
Steph, I'm going to
that's
message you something quickly.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Ah! We're all freaking out.
Where's come here, Usa-chan. Ugh. Oh, okay, I thought you had a whole new tail.
Okay.
Ugh.
All my stuffies are on my bed, so I across the house, so I can't really grab anything.
Usa-chan was near, so while we wait, if you ever have a Usa-chan and you ever meet Usa Christian, she will geek out over Usa-chan. She did when I met her via virtual. Trying to line up the meetup, sorry. Just random. I don't want to look at chat right now. Sorry for the horrible
Okay.
squeak.
It's okay. I think we're all like on the
Okay.
edge right now. We're just like also
Nice. This wooden Caelynn doll, begins to have gestures and movements to its face. It emotes, and you can see, it looks like Caelynn. You can see cheeks move around, eyebrows. It's perfectly animated, and it lives and feels just exactly like.
Hello? You found me. And you'll see, I don't know, I guess like a wooden doll can't cry, so yeah.
And yet it does.
And yet it does.
Oh no!
Dad, why you make it worse.
And yet it does.
It's like an amber tear.
Yes.
Aw,
Yeah, it's
there you
beautiful.
go, there you go. Because like Devani was gonna be
Oh,
like,
now I have to
what?
imagine.
Like I've never seen wooden figures cry. How is that possible?
It's been, there's so much has happened. I hope you are okay.
Are you okay?
I mean,
Aside from the obvious.
she'll kind of look back because the Caelynn, the actual body Caelynn, is still like on the on the dais or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Dan.
Mm-hmm.
She'll kind of look back at the body. Then, well, I mean, I'm here talking to you. I guess that's something.
Brewer's gonna step up onto that platform. And you can see that it's a little difficult for him to press through whatever energy is here, but he does. And he doesn't say a thing. He just holds.
Yeah. Well, the statue cried once, it's crying again.
But he steps back knowing that there's, your friends are just stands at your side.
What, are you trying to break the thing? Are you...
Yes.
Yes, you're speaking to us through a replica, and unfortunately, the only way we can stop this is we have to destroy the replica.
Do it.
With that, we'll cast Firebolt.
Ah,
Right before he does that, Aaron Moon says, "Don't worry, we'll get you back."
okay.
Mm-hmm. Rain is just still near Erwin, and just from Erwin's perspective, I don't like. Erin can choose to look at Rain, but Rain is just like very confused about her emotions because she doesn't know whether to be mad at Caelynn for past things that she has done,
Oh.
or excited to see her. So, yeah, and visibly, Rain is just crying.
Wait, can I say, Dan, that right before he casts Firebolt, or like as he's doing it, that
Yeah.
Caelynn sees Aaron like behind them all?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So there's a few things going on. Yes.
Sure.
I want to get all these points in. So
Okay.
before he casts that,
Okay.
um,
Oh.
Yeah, if there's no impending danger from coming from anywhere, I would, fully allow everybody to get their, conversations in.
okay.
Did you say firebolt or fireball?
Bolt.
Bolt.
Cantrip.
Okay.
All right, I'm answering a message real quick. Okay. I sent you another one, Steph.
Yeah, I'm answering it right
Dan.
now.
Dan, I'll prepare to cast lightning bolt. At the same time that Mort casts as well.
Oh, okay. Devani, do you have anything?
As you say that, as you do that, Devani is going to look towards Aaron Wynn and be like, "Hey, can you take over this concentration at all?"
And I will sort of allow it for Rule of Cool because it's a specialized spell. It would be an Arcana check, but she could pass it to you, and you could start casting it at the same time and hold it for if you want. Optional, but I'll allow it if you want to, just for Rule of Cool.
Okay. Cool. I don't know the spell, but sure.
Neither do I, but
I'll take it.
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Okay, Rain.
Okay.
By this point, Rain is just totally distracted, so Enhance ability drops. Sam, just FYI.
Okay. I've got something else in the works, but please, Steph, go ahead and do the Orin. You see Orin just like staring kind of past you, or whatever Orin would be doing now if he's still.
He would be
looking
staring at Caelynn. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron? And Aaron will reply, I'm here. That's really kind of all I wanted to do, Dan, just to kind of that she noticed him.
Oh, okay.
I have a question.
Yes, fire away.
Would I be able to go up to the figure of Caelynn and touch it in any way?
You can try to. Yeah, you can try and step up. You saw that Brewer had a little struggle stepping up through there, but you can give it a shot.
Okay. Is there anything that I need to roll for?
I would just do a Constitution saving throw as you're trying to push through. It's a lot of arcane energy, is all.
Balls, man.
Hey.
Tough woman.
You can have my sub die roll if you want it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Add this up. Okay, so what is that? Is that a
What's the
D12?
sub?
D12?
I don't know.
Sub
I'm
die
just
D12,
saying.
Dan.
2d8. Mm-hmm.
2d8?
Oh, 2d8.
Okay, hold on for 1 second.
Dan, do I still have my birthday die?
Still January, right? Yeah, yep.
I will give my birthday die to Melissa.
Okay, nice.
Okay, what's that? Is that a D12 or is that a D8? Or is that
Oh, I'm sorry. The roll again. Oh, the other one.
the
I think it's
birthday
D12 currently because it's whatever bards are at level 17. So I think
Yes,
D12 is the
D12.
max.
so roll 3 D12s?
Yeah, look at that. No, it's 2d8 and 1d12.
I got a 12 for my D12.
Okay.
I got a 1 for one of my D8s and a, fuck balls, 2 for one of my D8s. Because
Okay.
apparently that tended to roll like that. Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your total between all that then? Plus your
That's-
wisdom, your con.
So that's 15 plus 12 plus 1 plus 2. I don't
30.
do math. Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Um.
I don't do math.
Math.
So two.
What
this
is math?
That's awesome. I'll do a split answer here because you will be able to push through and get up on that platform. But before you reach the doll, there's one thing that's going to happen.
Of course.
Mhm. So I think that's sort of, we've gone down the list. Garrick, is there anything that you're doing as all this is taking place?
Just keeping an eye out.
Okay. Make a perception check yourself as well. Everything's still clear, Emil, for you. You've got a 360 from where you are.
Oh,
Come on, Garrick. You got this.
I
Okay.
towered it.
Oh, nice. Oh. No.
Wow.
And you'll
Yeah, you
never
did.
know.
Yeah, you did.
Dan, I got a poker game happening tomorrow. You should come join us.
That's amazing. It's multitasking, Dan. It's so bad. So, Devani, as you're walking over to engage with the Caelynn doll, and Mort, you have fire bolt. Or sorry, was it fireball or firebolt?
Bolt.
Okay.
Swear to
The cantrip,
motherfucking
yeah.
God, if you
Firebolt
fucking
ready?
hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear, gosh, I don't know if you've all heard Yathas's voice, but you hear a bellowing voice mentally just shower down. It's not even like a telepathic message per se. It's more like this just showers down, floods the area in your minds. Are we? Okay. Kill it. And you destroy her for good. You're all far too late to save her. Resign yourselves to
Inside
your
check.
fate.
Inside check on that bastard.
Why are my rolls sucking tonight?
The Caelynn doll seems to lock up in place. I'm gonna send you one other thing after the thing I just sent you,
Okay.
Steph.
Okay.
Fuck.
Given what you replied as far as
Okay.
last thing,
Oh, okay. Rain rolled a 25 for insight. Ugh!
I got a 16.
Rolling like shit tonight. What is... Wow. Garrick, that's amazing.
You should have seen what
Best-
the dice did!
Roll ever.
You got robbed, Ed!
Sarcasm intended.
It would have landed on the 11, but it's like, nope. Fantasy Grounds is like, nope.
The Fantasy Grounds is like, fuck you to everybody who's like,
Hey!
yep.
I only rolled one sucky roll tonight with Fantasy Grounds. The
Hey,
rest have been great.
You're doing pretty good. So there's that.
I don't trust my dice rolls for tonight, like with my pre-rolls before stream. So,
I don't even know what to use it
okay,
for.
Steph. This was that's for Patreon, but there you go.
for Patreons. 25 for
What?
Right.
Okay, nice. So let me just go around once more. Insight check. So Rain, you got a 24?
25.
25. Okay.
I got a 19.
19. Anyone else do an insight?
16.
Not anything worth talking about.
Oh, nice. So yeah. Even with your 25, it's difficult to say. It's a mental message. There's really no body language to go off of to gauge whether or not, they're... And you've never heard this person speak before. So you really don't have any clue, unfortunately.
Can I roll a perception check to just see if he's around?
You know him to be within Caelynn's body currently.
But can I just still... Even if I have to roll disadvantage, I will
No, you can do
it.
a straight roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for perception. So, Caelynn doll, everyone that's here. So Emil's sort of on the lookout. Coast is still clear. Garrick, coast seems clear. For everyone else that's sort of here and watching, Oren and Brewer included, they'll see that the Caelynn doll again kind of seizes up, locks as though she's fighting something, and locks up into place. But I will give you the floor, Caelynn doll. Looks like she's trying to fight back against whatever's happening here.
I rolled a 24 perception, Dan.
You can't feel his presence per se, but you do sense a lot of energy coming from Caelynn's body there.
Right,
Okay,
like
sorry.
if just quick, if anybody sees Rain,
Okay.
they will see like very like stone, serious, no more crying. Just like serious,
Oh.
just yeah, okay.
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 So I will give Caelynn doll center stage. This Yathaz has spoken to your mind, saying, "Kill it," and you're killing her. It's too late. Resign yourselves to your fate. A chuckle.
Trust me.
The only thing the Caelynn doll is able to utter before seizing up completely in place. Mort and Devanya, you have things you have prepared. So I'll ask Mort and first, since I know that's an attack spell, or do you want to let that go? And Devanya, please consider the same about whatever it is that you have in mind.
I was the one who did.
I think you took over the other.
Right, but
Yeah,
lightning
well-
bolt is not a concentration.
Okay, I guess in my head it was all within the same time. But yeah.
Oh, within
let's
the same
rule
time.
clear.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. You've got lightning bolt ready, so consider whether you want to cast it as well.
Okay.
Nice. Erwin here, you can see the lightning arcing. She's building up a spell. Mort, flames on your hands, and Devanya, you're, walking over. Since you're walking over first, Devanya, I guess I'll ask you. What do you want to do as you approach and see the Caelynn doll?
She is going to turn towards Brewer and say, I'm going to do something, but it will probably cause you damage if I do. Are you willing to take that chance?
This helps Caelynn.
She'll nod. Okay. She is going to she's going to grab at the doll as best as she can and use radiant consumption.
Okay. And reading.
She'll rip off her mask also as well and use that trait.
Okay. And that does, let's see, okay, you unleash the divine energy within yourself, causing a searing light to radiate from you, pour out of your eyes and mouth, and threaten to char you. Your transformation lasts for 1 minute or until you end it, so on and so forth, but it's going to be dealing...
She's not going to end it.
Okay. And so you kind of squeeze this doll, and out of your eyes and your mouth slightly open, light, radiant energy starts pouring out. Mask gets burned to radiant, with the cinders, into cinders with the radiant energy. Mort, at the same time, you've got your spell ready, and Erwin, I'm going to check with you next, so consider if you would. Do you let this firebolt go as you see Devanya engage?
What do I with my arcane knowledge, what do I know that she's doing with the radiant consumption? Basically.
You can see that it's starting to damage the doll, and it's also starting to hurt her a little bit. You have a clear shot, though, if you want to take it. You won't risk hitting her.
Okay.
Also, at this point, Devanya wouldn't mind if anybody hit her. Just to put that out there for a little bit of insight for her mindset right now.
Brewer, remaining by Caelynn doll's side, is also starting to get some of that singe from the device. But Mort, what would you like to do?
Yeah, Mort's going to let it go.
Okay, nice.
Firebolt.
All right, Mort, you carefully spin your staff around and do a very carefully aimed firebolt that fires off and is searing hot energy. All of your focus and motion is in.
Okay, it is an attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, please. You do it with advantage, please. Not that you need
Not
it because
needed.
of 29 hits. The wood Caelynn doll.
All right, it is.
Does that hit me as...
No, it's just target.
You're
Okay.
safe on that one.
Okay.
Although, if you're, are you
I mean,
holding
I'm
her?
practically touching her, so like
Practically is not.
Yeah.
like,
You're engulfing
yeah.
her. Mort is especially with his 29, is able to get like
okay.
a careful side.
All right, since Fantasy Grounds isn't going to roll the damage, right? I'm going to roll 4d10,
Woo!
26 damage, and
Oh.
if it hits, the doll is on fire.
Oh, nice. Okay, so phase 2, right? There's this divine energy catching. There's smoke and cinders on the Caelynn doll as it starts catching fire from that. The other side, Mort, with all this energy and emotion, this huge firebolt flies over and strikes the leg of the Caelynn doll, and singes across the leg and starts smoldering. The leg is smoldering wood and catching fire. Starts to climb up. Erwin, at the same time as that firebolt's getting ready to go off,
Yeah, having seen Devanya like walk up to her, she would have flown off to the side so she could throw the lightning without it hitting anybody.
Oh, okay, nice.
So the Caelynn doll needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, they fail at this point anyway. It's an auto fail since Devanya has her grappled and they're effectively burning away. And they can't.
So I am casting this at 5th level.
Ooh, nice.
Lots of dice there, Sam.
Yikes. I'm going to use my elemental adept to re-roll these dice. Oh, that's much better. On 10d6, I rolled 7 6s.
Damn. Nice.
Do you get to reroll ones? Oh, glad Sam.
52 points of lightning damage.
Oh my gosh. So, you know.
Does that hit me or does that hit just?
No,
I
moved to
yeah.
the side so I could do it without.
Nice. So as these flames from both sides are billowing this lightning, cracks just beside the Caelynn dog, arcs up and dances off into the air off the wood. But there are a bunch of areas where bolts shot into the wood and chip pieces off. And within those areas, they begin to smolder as well and catch fire. Okay, I have to quickly send this. That's another one for you, Steph.
As this is going on, Devanya
And as
is.
you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's
Daniel
not
Murphy.
letting go at
Oh,
all.
okay.
She is so focused on what she's doing that she doesn't care if at this point she survives or not. So
Ah.
she's more focused on saving
Wow.
Caelynn. So
Sacrificing.
Ooh, the energy is
Okay.
getting brighter and brighter coming out of your eyes and mouth.
And the Caelynn doll starts screaming out in pain. But as she does so, she'll also just tell everyone to don't stop. Just
Oh,
Devanya's gonna start tearing and tears are coming down her face as she's holding on and doing that when she hears the doll say that and scream in pain.
if there's any way, Dan, that she can kind of I'm not sure how Devanya is holding her, but in a way that it's some way that she could just hold on to Devanya tighter.
Yeah, yep. You turn and just put the other arm beneath hers. Back. And the flames from Morton Erwin and the divine energy pouring into you from Devanya begin to just eat away, at this wood. And you've said this and you're embracing Devanya as much as you can as you're screaming in pain from the energy. And I think as it feels like it's just taking a while with the way this doll was constructed. I think Brewer will also assist coming over and reaching down below. He doesn't want to disturb the embrace that you and Devanya. He's going to reach around for sort of a hug in a lower section, and he just rests his head, the side of his head on the back of yours, with Devanya's arms running just beneath that, and reach around and just crush the torso of the wooden Caelynn doll, and the rest flies up and off in different directions. Now, I just need to check. So far we have done this. You enlarged the doll. We've gone through all of this. The Caelynn with the 1,000 side is still atop. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do before we move forward? And that's sort of like a DM check-in.
I mean, I think while all this has been going on, Emil has gotten fairly close.
Okay.
And while he's not participating in what the big power people are doing, Emil hopefully will be within 30 feet of most of the party, and he'll go through the ritual of casting a spell, hoping that something happens, but what he's actually casting is Beacon of Hope.
Oh, okay.
And as the spell finishes, and the beacon appears, Emil will cry out the name Caelynn, and finally, like, that kind of funk he's been in will kind of melt away, and he'll be filled with hope, and hopefully...
Oh.
all the benefits of that spell, too.
Nice. Okay, amazing. Alright, I have to send one quick message because I feel like this person would recall this.
Oh, actually, so I'm so sorry, Dan. I
No.
actually forgot one other thing.
Yeah.
Emil has reached out his hand as he has cast the spell, and as he finished casting Beacon of Light, his hand opened up, and there is a small cricket in his hand.
Oh. Okay. Wait, are my earbuds dying? Why can I not?
What?
Oh no, there we go. Okay, I thought
We were
Mariah
all
was
just
done.
being quiet.
Oh, I'm like, no, don't die me now.
I'm really trying not to cry right now.
Can everyone? It's only one person, but can everyone just check their Zoom chat real quickly, please? As one of you, I feel I sent a message to. I feel they would remember.
I've been muted this whole entire time.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I was like, whew.
No, I was like, why can't they hear me? And I looked over my mic and it was blinking. I was like, oh, that's why. Rain would like to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And spiritual weapon will drop. And then Spirit Guardians I will cast Spirit Guardians, and what everybody sees is just like little ravens popping out.
Okay.
And yeah.
And where are you sending them over to the where are you sending them?
To Caelynn. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I
Protect
sent you a
you.
text.
They
Thank you.
blah, blah, blah. I'm casting this at I don't have any 6th level spells left, so wait, do I?
The Caelynn wooden doll's already gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's gone?
It's
Right?
effect-
No.
It's almost. So Brewer crushed the
Okay,
center,
alright, sorry,
so that
sorry.
part dropped.
Okay.
But there are other
Oh.
pieces that are now, I mean, it's maybe 15, 20 seconds away from being...
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast my spiritual guardians at 6th level.
You send them up to
and-
the Caelynn?
Yes,
the
I'm gonna
center
send
platform?
it to Caelynn. Yes.
Or, okay.
And then
Mhm.
just if I assume that the little Caelynn doll has to make a wisdom saving throw. So, but I would if the creature's good or neutral, I'll take let's see. 3, 4, 5 D8 radiant, or if they're evil, they'll take necrotic.
Okay. And again, I'm sorry, is this the Caelynn doll, or is this the Caelynn with Yathaz in it?
The doll.
The
Alright.
doll, yes. Sorry.
Okay. So you're trying to heal the doll?
Oh,
No, they take. If it's a good, they
Yeah.
either take radiant damage or necrotic damage, depending on their alignment.
Oh, okay. So it's radiant damage. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So
so-
that adds to, it seems to ignite further to Vanya's, burning her energy even
Yeah,
faster
so
and brighter.
4, 5, 6. So
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and
I'm
roll
re-
that. And let
So
me know.
that is 3, 4, 5 D8. Since I cast it at 6th level.
Can I ask you
Mm-hmm.
how many rounds does this
So far, we're into about the third round.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. That's about the time where Emil has cast his, and then approach. While casting, extending his hand with that grasshopper.
I just needed to do the damage stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah. All right,
and
go right ahead, more. We'll get when you're done, Rain. Just let me know the damage. But for now, please go ahead, more.
I replied to you on Zoom. Just
You did? Okay, I'm so sorry.
Once you reply to me, I'll decide.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do math in my head. 22
damage did you do Rain? Sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. 22 radiant damage to the Caelynn doll. And it said, well, hang on. Divine, you may take the damage as well because.
That's fine. That's why I wanted to ask.
Hang on.
I'm calculating her damage and stuff that she's taking after every round.
Okay, yeah. I can designate my guardians to creatures that I choose. So
nice. So you've done that. What's the damage on that radiant?
22 points of radiant damage.
Okay, yeah. So Devanya, you're gonna take half of that as that ignites and further burns the Caelynn doll, cutting it down to 10 seconds or so before it's going to completely fall apart and disintegrate.
Okay, I already calculated.
Okay.
I will walk up to the real Caelynn.
Okay, you push through a bit here, but the energy's dulled enough where it's easier to get up on the platform and walk through.
And I'm watching the doll intently. Can I just say I'm going to hold my action once the doll is destroyed?
Yeah,
I'll just put it out. I will use Wish to cast Plane Shift on Caelynn's body, and the energy that I feel, that is Yuthaz.
Yeah,
we'll word it like that.
Yep.
And
Is yours wisely.
You watch the last of the doll disintegrate and fall from Devanya's grasp. Devanya, about end of the fourth round.
4 rounds?
Yep,
Okay.
it disappears.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a good place to send him.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's good. Like, all that's falling apart. You see Devanya, still that energy pouring out.
If you can indulge me for 1 second.
Yeah, please. You know what? While you're doing that, I'll check and see if Devanya, is that now that the doll has disintegrated, are you shutting off your thing, or what would you like to do?
Because of who she is and how I'm just gonna take a chance at roleplay here because of who she is as what she is, if that makes any sense whatsoever. She is going to keep doing it for about 5 to 10 more seconds before realizing that the doll has disappeared.
Okay.
And then she is going to use a bonus action to pop her wings, her bat wings, and fly a couple of feet away and put her mask on, but she doesn't know if that's going to help with kind of toning down what she's doing.
Okay.
I'm completely leaving it up to, you.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Pull that back up.
All right.
She doesn't want to hurt anybody else more than she has to.
Gotcha.
That's why she was asking Brewer, hey, kind of got to do a thing.
Yeah.
Or I want to do a thing.
Right.
But she's going to do the bonus action, pop her wings, fly a couple feet away, put her mask on, see if that helps. If not, she'll just keep flying a little bit further away, so she doesn't hurt anybody else.
Gotcha.
All right. I will speak to Yuthaz as I am casting this and say, I would send you to the 7 hells, but that's too good for you. And I cast him into the abyssal sea, more specifically, Pandemonium.
Oh, brutal. Nice.
Go Mort.
You bamf
Okay,
him.
Mort, I see you.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Damn.
so to set the scene, we are in this clearing in this swampy area. 2 tiers of circular platforms, all the spell stuff going on. Devon, you've flown up, and that does seem to help. Pulling that up helps disengage all this. But you're flying up above, looking down at this energy down here with your bat wings out and Matt pulling your mask up. Orin, you're just sort of staring. You know, you've seen the doll burn. You're looking up at Caelynn. Aaronwyn, you're still like you're still pulling down that lightning, and and kind of looking now as the lightning has been cast up at the scene before you.
I'm also in the air.
Nice. Okay, perfect. So you're looking down like ooh, as well, like sort of 3 hours around on the clock. Rain, you're there, and let's see, what was the last thing you did? You cast the other spell, right? Yep. And so you had the last bit of energy crackling, the radiant energy to assist with that. Behind you, your spiritual weapon, wings spread out, hovering above. Garrick, you're in a careful lookout as you're peering out to
Spirit
make sure nothing else is
Guardians.
coming. Mm-hmm. Spirit Guardians. Yeah. They sizzled up the thing, and they're flying about where they were moments ago. Yep.
I was just gonna say something quick. Just for flair, I'm gonna tell them to move behind more, just for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They fly over there. Emil, you have outstretched hands, still holding it, almost gesturing up toward, the Caelynn, with the cricket. I don't want to mess it up. Was it a grasshopper? It was a cricket, right? Mechanical cricket in your hand extended, and Brewer kneeled down. Body scorched by all this radiant energy and lightning and everything that he's willfully taken. Now kind of brings his head up to look at Caelynn as Mort walks past him up to that center pedestal and utters those words as holding his hands out to cast this planar shift spell, basically this customized one. It reacts with this energy that's been billowing about and just creates this huge flowing white energy. Seems to suddenly blast out over everyone like a burst bubble, washing over everybody. Caelynn, may I please have you roll a D100 for me?
Isn't that so good to say?
Shut up, Frank.
No, I mean Caelynn makes a roll.
Right.
But it's a fate. It's a fate die. Frank, it's a fate die.
Comes out here.
Dan, is this a straight roll or can it be affected by sub dice?
You know what? It can be affected by sub dice, in that it will extend the range of the hit that we're looking for.
All right.
Oh.
56.
I
You have
will
my sword.
You have my sub die.
And also, Danny Phantom has a Patreon die as
Well,
well.
not my sub die, my inspiration die, I should say.
Okay. So you've got a D12 from Mort and
Okay.
Garrick. I'm sorry, Ed. You said that your subscriber die was that? So you've got 2D8 plus a D12, and Danny has his on the ready.
Patreon.
Okay. I'll roll these first and see. Okay, all right, that is 56, 67, 75, 78 so far.
Okay. Oh, sorry. What was your initial roll was 56, right?
And 56, right?
Okay. And then instead of adding, if you could just let me know what the total is of your.
The D12 was 11.
Okay.
The 2 D8s was 11 total.
Okay. Do we want to leave it here, or do you want to use Danny's? Entirely up to you.
Danny's offering. What would that be? What would that be, Dan?
That's a 2d8.
The 2D8 again.
As all of your friends surround you.
That's 4.
Oh, okay.
Total,
All right, so
4
that's
total.
what, 26 then that we have?
Yes.
Okay. So Your friends surround your body and the soul that's been tethered to Yathaz for each with their own gesture, their own journey to get here, their own fight to banish Yathaz and return to you. They're covered in the muck and mire from this whole land here. Some cuts and bruises and other things they've gotten along. And friends that you haven't seen in months, that you may have felt you'd never seen again. You become aware of your friend. You see Mort standing just a few feet off from you. You look about and you take in that scene as just described. And Caelynn, you were freed as you were in your body. You are you. Things are a bit hazy right now as to the past few months. You look around and you see all of your dear friends. How you got here, you're unsure, but you know that you've been bounty. You remember that much at least. You remember the hopelessness. Now, how do you feel in this moment, Caelynn? Is there one, if you could say one sentence in this moment?
I think that she would, as she's looking around at everyone, just kind of in shock, she would say, "Thank you, friends," and probably immediately just start crying and just crumple down.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Oh my goodness!
We did it! We did it!
Y'all did it!
Oh my god!
Woo! Oh!
I'm so tired.
Oh my
Don't
gosh!
forget to tune in next week where we get to see Steph roleplay herself twice.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
A full conversation between brother and sister.
Oh my
tired.
gosh.
This is. Oh my god.
There's plenty to unpack here at the top of next session, for sure. But y'all did it. Y'all did it. You followed all the
I'll
things.
just go cry in a corner now.
For real. Months and months. I wish I should have pulled up the date. Months and months ago in real time and in game time. Caelynn was lost to us. She made a tough decision. And she's been through a lot. At the top of next session, you'll find out what you remember, what you don't. And, yeah, thank you to... Oh, go ahead, please.
I think it's safe to say everybody here suffered one level of exhaustion.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
For real.
Yes,
Oh my
definitely.
word.
Definitely.
Oh, I can't even. Holy crap. Y'all are amazing. Thank you to everyone that offered up their sub dies.
Yes.
It did make an effect. So
I sacrificed my birthday die for Melissa.
right. Well, that helped out. I can't wait for Patreon video. Any of our Patreon subs that get our behind the scenes. Woo! We've got some deets to share. In fact, I'll just put our Patreon thing in here in case anyone's like, "Well, I want in on that."
I'll just say I have
I wanna
56
support
hit points left.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Out of how many, Melissa?
A lot more than
99.
that, yeah. Yeah. Intense.
Like total?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that I can't catch my breath. This has been so long and intense, and now here we are. Caelynn is saved. Well done, everyone! Yay!
Oh my god!
Y'all
You
did
stress
it.
me out way too much, Dan. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Nice. Well, I know we're running a bit late, of course, because how could we stop?
No.
There.
Oh no!
But-
I know this is like so important.
I had a feeling that you might have stopped it, but once you kept going, I was like, oh, okay. Dan is dead set to for us to save Caelynn. So
I could really see that happen.
Yeah.
Mort
I
reaches
wouldn't do
out,
that, too.
and that's where we'll pick it up.
That's
Oh,
what-
oh,
okay.
no! There's definite
Dan,
times
don't
I
act
would.
like you haven't did it.
I'm-
Don't
I'm
act like you
fixing-
haven't did it.
You're right. I feel like this is
I
too
am-
intense, so I wouldn't want to. But I have.
I'm so grateful to be part of this
Oh,
amazing
thanks.
group of people.
Super grateful to have you here. Yay! That's awesome.
Oh,
Oh my
man.
gosh. Oh,
Yes,
all right.
Danny. Hashtag worth it.
Yes.
So many feelings.
Mhm.
They
All
even
right.
Patreon, but still.
All right, let me get this. I'm going to put up our schedule here. I know some of you have to bounce. Oh gosh, you're new here and you absolutely love that, because who wouldn't? Well,
You're so
great
dramatic.
news. We have a boatload of D&D across the week, as you can see. Most of it in the 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot, as you can see in the schedule here. But we also have a 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern every Saturday. Well, D&D campaign. Every Tuesday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Steph and Vic running Dungeon Craft with Steph and Vic, where they paint minis and do tile work and a bunch of other hilarious stuff. It's great. Every Friday, noon to 3 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Mad Art with Steph, with our very own Steph here. If you're not a member of our Discord already, I strongly recommend joining, because we have a lot of fun. It's a wonderful, safe, supportive environment and community. And you can put in requests for fan art for Steph to work on during that show, and then we all vote on it. And you can see it come to life on Mad Art with Steph. And then every Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern, we have Madbird Plays board games run by Vic. It's different members each week that play from our community, and it's different board games each week.
Super fun.
It really is. It's a beautiful chill stream. Now, it's still technically on hiatus. We have not sorted our hardware issues with that, but it's looking like maybe soon-ish. That being said, we do have a Patreon. We launched it November. If you support us here, or you're looking to support us, we still recommend checking out Patreon, because it's $5 whether you're on Twitch or Patreon for the the lowest tier of Patreon here. But you still get your subscriber die, which, as you can see, can come in really handy. But you also get the fun weekly DM blog posts and a bunch of other stuff, depending on the tier, including a movie night and those behind-the-scenes after shows we put up there, just for our Patreon supporters. Either way, whether you support us monetarily or just with being here and cheering us on and such, or tweeting, or whatever way you support, we appreciate it. Okay, so with that, I wish I was prepared enough to have someone to jump right over to. That would have been great, but I'm still like trying to catch my breath.
Busy having heart attacks over here.
Oh my
It's great.
gosh, right?
It's great.
For
It's
real.
okay. It's okay, Dan.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
We're good. You know what? Kanoa Daddy's up again, and they
Those
are
ones.
fantastic. So let's go give them the
Ha ha,
old
Maverick
Raiden
Raid.
hammer.
Fucking love
Yeah,
him.
please consider.
He's so great. He has a TikTok also, by the way. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
he is
Sold.
really great. That's where I follow him from originally. But
Right.
I freaking
Nice.
love him.
Sweet.
So you guys are just gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah, if for real. No, that's great. Well, let's go give them some support. Please consider doing the call Madbird Raid for branding and our support. And we'll catch you all soon. You've been watching Stormfall, our Friday night D&D campaign. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.